we've had either along the way or at the beginning. I think that is.
Unfortunately, yesterday wasn't the
เฮ้ยมินิ
I think BBL have been a highlight all year for me. Like watching them grow as a team that wasn't supposed to be the kind of team to compete for globals, and to devastatingly miss just by that much, I think was hard to watch yesterday.
What are you doing มินิ
Allow me to guess.
Yeah.
Is it Paper X winning Toronto?
Yes. Yes. They will. They will.
You
They
are
will.
so iconic.
นี่เขา
Rory,
เคลียร์
you're
ของ
so
หมดส
iconic.
ต็อก
We
ว่ะ
actually have more iconic plays and takes just like that. Make sure you guys enjoy this. Turn the volume up because
ไม่
this
รู้ออก
is
รัว
our favorite moments of the year.
ๆ CGS 10
Can we pause? Bro, it's like tarantula, but small. Bro, kill that. I'm scared of
พี่เหรียญเจอแมงมุมใต้โต๊ะเยอะ Can you pause
spitting on them. Pew, pew, pew.
ถ้ากูโดนกัดแล้วกูเป็นสไปเดอร์แมน
I just killed myself to my ult. Oh my god.
พี่เหรียญสไปเดอร์แมน เอ้ยมันหาจริงไหมอีพี
Please, guys. Bro, like, what? Is it raining? No, wait. Bro, I literally, like, how he did it?
ใครวางงานแดงกูมันจะรีบยิงอะไรขนาดนี้ สเก็ตข่าวเนี่ยยี่จะเจ๊ ยิงสแกนตัวเอง ไอ้เชี่ยไปจับภาพเลยด่าเด็ก บอส บอสหมดเลย ไอ้เชี่ยอะไรครับแล้วไปนี่แหละแล้วไปโลตัส พี่บอสยิงแถบไว้ไม่โดนเลย อันเฟกจะรู้พี่เดิร์ก
You guys remember Fracture?
ขยี้จัด
You miss Fracture?
I miss it.
I actually do miss it a lot. I'm actually kind of excited that this is coming back for some weird reason. I know that it's not a map that many people enjoy, but
EMEA trader.
I honestly I'd take anything but Breeze. Oh,
I like Breeze more than this.
yeah.
Icebox is gone. Let's
What?
celebrate that.
Do you like the? What about the boo boos we just showed?
I quite like Vulture Boaster. I hope we just get a whole Boaster pack next time, because I just enjoy watching my friends suffer.
You're so sadistic. What about Yuri? The mini boo one. I forgot about that a little.
Yeah, but my favorite is Mr. Fallen arrow to the orbit. I think it landed to my house. So thanks, Mr. Fallen.
I actually think the Pantheon Hypo like
That's my
giggling away
favorite.
is so
It's
funny.
just like there's some moments where there's this silent and Lauren starts laughing and it's
It's
just
so good.
contagious
It's
laugh.
so
It's
good.
impossible to continue.
So I'm just gonna get the predictions out of the way, because the easy predictions out of the way. So Kukuka, Uri, and me. Let's just like we know who we think is gonna win. Like the three of us, we're in agreement, right? We're voting for the same team.
Are we?
Is that correct?
Are we?
We are.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
are.
I
Okay,
think.
Minnie, you stay here for a sec. Because I think right now Liquid are kind of getting in favor by the fans. So are you voting for
You go.
GX?
Yes.
Okay,
I am.
Bear. Of course.
I love Nats.
So we are on the same page.
Listen. Of course
We're on the same page. Okay.
I'm just looking at that trader.
All right. We'll come back to you, Minnie, in a second.
Okay.
Mimi, you're here. Do you want to talk? Do you want to vote? Because I think earlier you said liquid, right? Did you say liquid? I can't remember. My memory's usually. Oh yeah, she said liquid. All right. Mimi's gone with liquid. And she's really smart. So, Harmy, I think maybe you need to also do your bit. I feel like. Yeah. Not because the liquid bowl is really filling up. Is anyone here predicting GX? Is anyone on me? Yeah. All right. Come and vote. Because we need your vote. The liquid fans are doing too well. Yes.
Yes.
Come on, we need all the GX votes.
Nice jersey.
We need as many GX votes as
I don't think that's how
humanly possible.
democracy works.
Yeah, okay, we're doing well. Well, I'm gonna
จริงๆเอาวิงแมนที่มันถือสไปร์เนี่ยเอามาให้แทนถ้วย
Oh yes.
ได้เลยนะ
Yes. You guys are a
ถือว่าใช้ได้เลยนะ
Very goated.
They're gonna form a line.
Yeah, because we love underdog. And Mini, last but not least, go on.
เปเปอร์เล็กบัต EMEA
Do you want to tell us why, Minnie?
You can tell me later because before we get into the nitty gritty of things and as the fans keep voting throughout the day on who they think is gonna win, let's hear from the IGLs, Nats and Cloud ahead of this grand final.
จริงๆพี่สามารถคอสเพย์เป็นไอโซเลยนะเว้ยเพราะเสื้อมันตัวใหญ่ปิดพุงให้หมดเลย
Today, one of Cloud or Nats will be lifting a
แต่ไปคอสไอโซไปคอสเป็นเท็กเจอร์ดีกว่า น่าจะเหมือนกว่า
talk and walk the walk. Now I'm gonna show you guys
Nats
the elements behind me.
ไปซื้อเสื้อเจนจีตัดผมทูบ็อก
be able to say
เอ
this.
อ
Look at your opponent.
ทำหน้าง่วงๆหน่อย
And the person that is the most ballsy will win before we get into game. Are you ready?
Yes. Yeah.
Don't sigh, Nats. They're not all bad things, okay? Let's look at the first statement so you can get a feel on what's going on today.
You go. You go.
You both don't feel confident to say this to each other?
We just have a great game today.
Yeah, free to.
Okay, it's a warm-up. Oh, let's see the next one. Do you... Whoever raises the paddle will get the point. Whoever raises first, I will let you say it.
I think we are on 0 right now, both. Again.
You both don't want to say
But I'm
this.
trying to understand 1 second. What the second word means?
I admire, like I respect the ideas you bring to the game.
Okay, I erase.
Okay,
I admire the ideas you bring to the game.
Thank you.
you don't admire the ideas Nats brings to the game. You didn't want to say
She
this,
doesn't want
Carl?
to win.
No, I admire.
Okay, well let's.
It's 1-0 for me.
1-0. Nats is in the lead. Let's see the next one. Maybe Cloud will feel more comfortable saying this.
You're about to get IGL gift.
Oh wow. Boy, he's taking it too serious.
Did you feel that? I felt that. I felt he really meant that. All right, next one. So 1-1.
We have a better mental than you.
I think I have a bad angle to read the stuff.
Okay.
2-1,
Okay, 2-1. Cloud is 2-1. Better mental IGL diff. Let's see the next one. You raised.
He raised also.
Oh, did you both raise at the same time?
I think he was.
But you didn't want to say this.
I wanted to say that, but he was a second buster.
I'll let you both say it. Because you both. This is the first time you both raised. So you start, Cloud.
I would love to play some of your comps.
I would love to play some of your comps, but I have a feeling we play similar comps on some.
On some maps. Okay. The score is 3-2. Okay, 3-2 to Cloud.
Okay. We are winning every pistol today, hopefully.
How do you feel about that? Do you believe trust your team? You can maybe.
I think I got one of the best pistol players in my team, so I'm confident anyway.
Okay, but right now in this game, which is what matters, is 3-3. It's 3-3 going into the next one.
Well, this might happen by then. So you can
You
say.
don't want to say this. I feel like this is the one that you're both like,
It's the last 2 days too much is happening there.
There might be a chance. Okay, 3-3 still going into the next one. Let's see.
My coach will have more impactful timeouts.
Oh, how do you feel about that? I feel like Pipson's been getting a lot of flame recently for no reason. Yeah.
Actually,
Let it be like this. Let's say.
Yeah, actually. What were you going to add?
no, actually, I'm asking. Is he actually getting?
Yeah. It was a couple of, couple of like jabs. But we'll have 2 more statements. So Nat is in the lead, 4-3.
I respect how hard you work to get here, and I won, unfortunately.
And you also.
5v3.
Oh, but I feel like you would have said that if you had the reaction time. Okay, and
I'm too old. Last one, yours.
last one.
The pressure is on you, not on us.
Oh, every single one that you said, Cloud, I'm like really getting the chills about this. But in this instance, Nat, you are the winner. We'll see what happens later. Thank you very much, you two, for joining me, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cloud, never wrong. The pressure is indeed on the side of Team Liquid, the overwhelming favorite right now in this matchup. But we do have to talk about the underdogs. Sometimes, you know, we like to set up some storylines and the David and Goliath of our region. But Mini, for the first time ever, we have a true lower bracket underdog that was never supposed to be in a grand final in the first place.
Yeah, and I mean, the run has been phenomenal. Like, they have gone through many great teams. Like, I think people thought PBL were almost a given in that fourth slot, and Giant X have proved us all wrong and gone through teams.
When
like
Winnie
Fnatic
playing,
and
huh?
to get here.
Maybe they could have been if they didn't beat Fnatic and Team Heretics and put them in the lower bracket. They could have ended up going on points. But for Giant X, everything started actually losing to Liquid. So the fact that they worked so hard, they get to the final and they could get their
ขอ
revenge.
อนุญาตเล่นเกมอื่นรอครับระหว่างนั่งดู
Something that I've been saying for the entirety of the stage, and is that they are the big surprise of EMEA.
Yeah, I think out of all of the regions too, nobody else is really having this underdog story right now. And I'm glad you mentioned the last time they played against Team Liquid, because you're looking at the bracket, it's like, oh, they lost, but they should have won.
Yeah, I think that we had questions coming from Liquid. On week 5, they had that loss against KC, and it was in this fashion. There was a third map, very close, OTs and whatnot. But when we watched this third map between these two, there was no clear favorite. At some point, you know the Team Liquid has this rounds that do not make sense because their individuals are just brilliant. But this could have gone perfectly the other way, and maybe Giant X somehow would be the underdog coming from the upper brackets.
Yeah, what I loved about this round was just how Giant X are so composed throughout the round. And at the end, like you said, it's Team Liquid who, they have like a switch that they just flip at some point. And usually it's very late into the half or the game, and then they just win.
Yeah, I want to have a chat about maybe stamina experience, because on paper you should favor Liquid, right? They have players that have been playing for such a long time. They have been making it internationals, global events too this year. But Mini, Giant X, they just, like you said, look composed. They're not panicking. Perhaps it's sort of the team that's doing all the right things going into a team that just has plot armor.
Yeah, I think in terms of stamina, it's like one team is like Giant X really like for this is the biggest moment of their lives almost, like in terms of Valorant. And for Team Liquid, it's almost like the vibe they have is a bit more.
It's a formality.
We've been here before.
Yeah.
We know, like, we're going to be a bit more calm about this situation. I think both can be advantages for both teams that they can play into. Like Giant X is, you know, they're going to be screaming after round wins. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because we have a lovely pack to show you guys when it comes to just how each individuals of Giant X is contributing to their vibes right now.
Nice, bro. Wasty, bro. Keep it up, please. Everyone, keep it up. Flick. Nice shots, Cloud.
Nice, Zara. Good job. Good job, bro.
Thank you.
Guys, I remind you, let's keep it calm, clean, together, and don't overdo the stuff. Everything is working. Yeah.
Nice, Groovy. Nice, Groovy.
Nice, Zara. Let's go, boys.
You heard it from Ara in the post-match interview yesterday, and he's like, yeah, every single person has a role when it comes to keeping the mentality high, when it comes to the vibes. And I love how we're able to sort of label each individual player's role, because obviously Cloud being the leader, Westside being the trash talker, Groovy being the silent one, Ara being the cheerleader. But Kukuka, what on earth is a chicken nugget when it comes to Flickless?
You don't know what a chicken nugget is?
I mean, I know GX love a Burger King, but is this like, why is he the chicken nugget?
That's the best reference I've heard all day. This is very funny because I went to Pipsam when we were like given these titles, and we were like, I want you to give me what you think, because at the end of the day, this is a player that joined mid stage 1 and the history and everything, and I think that he could have the better insight. And he told me chicken nugget, and I was like, Danny, I don't
วันนี้
understand.
GX 3-2เลย
The story behind this,
ไอ้ GX มันน่ากลัวนะเว้ย
basically, he gave me permission to tell this.
แต่ไม่น่าไหวกับ
They
Liquid
were practicing against Koi, and they were throwing a lot of advantages, a lot of like +2s, plus big numbers. So Pipson said, listen, if you guys do not throw any of these rounds, I will buy from my money 40 chicken nuggets for you guys. And somehow that worked. So funny enough, now it's something that they do in game. They actually do the call when they are in an advantage. It's like chicken nuggets, like, remember, the round is not won. We do have this advantage. We have to keep a cup. So it's like his signature.
Oh, but how does that relate to Flickless? Is he the one that's
He is the one
throwing?
most likely making the call.
Oh.
Yeah, like chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. Maybe he just loves the chicken nuggets.
Okay,
He was like, guys.
So, I mean, if you want to talk about composure, Mini, that's him. He is keeping his team composed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've never bribed players like that, so I find that funny. I think the underrated one to me is Grabinho with the silent, because I think that like sometimes just having a player who's just like just letting the comms go and being a bit flowy, I think that's really important in a team and a little bit underrated.
Yeah, and I like the way that he mentioned that he will talk when he thinks is useful. You know, he wants to give useful comms instead of just yapping away.
Yeah.
But we do love a yapper, and we love a Nat speech as well. So let's check in on how the vibes have been going for Team Liquid.
Boys, 3 days left. No matter what. 3 days. If there is a time to give
เอาละครับ
everything what we have left in us, there is
เวลา
no
ของ
time
พี่เน็ต
right now.
เน็ตไทม์
Just do everything what we can, focus up, and remember yesterday's talk, boys. We are better than everything.
เน็ตไทม์
Show the great Valorant from us.
Obviously, we're not on the team, but from what we have seen throughout the team, it
Financial.
does seem like if you want to talk about people throwing
Yeah,
ideas
dog.
or keeping their
RTX
team's morale high, it is
50
just all on
90
his shoulders.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of work for him.
very well
As I said before, it's almost like Team Liquid have the experience, so they kind of just let it
1000 เฟรมเรท
So the only downside to that, I think, is when if they really need a hype person in some of these moments, that I don't think at times that they do have that.
Maybe Kiko sometimes. I feel like we've heard him having a laugh or two, but it's not only the fact that Nats gives these speeches, especially in moments where you think that the round is lost, that this is not going to go your way, he is able to come up with an insane performances and even like individual decisions, like even like coming out of this, getting a kill, doing a fake reload, maybe thinking that it's the drone, having another player push him and just getting the kill. That is some things that only Nats can do.
Yeah, and at the start of this year, he switched to IGL, and usually that means that you drop in the frags or the impact, and that we don't see that from Nats. Nats is still performing like Nats, and in those big rounds, he's always pushing them over the round.
Yeah, similarly to Cloud, you know, Cloud has had massive moments
That's
especially at the playoffs. Two very distinct
ใช่เหรอ
ways of how they like to
เรื่อง
handle
ชมคมเลยพี่เน็ต
But there is a reason, Mini, that Team Liquid are the favorite. So let's talk about the in-game stuff. What is it about them that you think that is just so strong right now?
So for me, right now, what I'm looking at for Team Liquid is one of the best defense team in our region, and their style is all about retakes. They're like one of those traditional retake teams, and they know when to play for that retake and when not to. And so that's what we're going to be looking at here in the clip. So here we see, this is on Ascent. What is really nice about Team Liquid is that when they're on the weak side, they really use Nats to try and soften up for retakes. So he's going to use that tripping camera to try and get a free kill and allow for a stronger retake later on. And that camera is really important too for a little bit later on. So if we play the clip out, we'll see how this works. So again,
สวัสดีครับน้องเซนปักก็ยิงอยู่อีกเหรอ
players trying to hold.
อยู่ดึกเว้ย
They don't want to try and hold. 2v5, what's the point? We're going to play off the site. We're going to see if they come in, try and get a cheeky kill with this trip before we go for the retake.
But there's a lot of utility, as you know, like BBL playing with the triple initiator. There's a lot of initial pressure when they come onto the side, and the plant is quote-unquote guaranteed.
And that camera saw 5 people. So what Nats does here is he pulls back, and here we see him pulling back, and he's expecting BBL to now be proactive in that 5v4. So if we play the clip, Nats knows that he can have his back to middle and play positionally now. And
สวัสดีครับปอฟอ
flash to come in, play
ดูแชทเซิร์ฟเรามันอยู่
start the retake on the other side. And this is the kind of stuff
พี่เกียรติไปคุยกับแม่ง
watching live. And it's just
หลอ
beautiful
ดในพวกเนี้ย
from Nats and allows for the retake to come in nicely.
It's just
ก็ทำได้แค่พิมพ์อ่ะมันก็โดนล้างท่อ
especially when I think of Ascent and when I think of A, I always think of Nats. Not only within the side, from outside, he always knows what to do. That is very annoying to play against.
เฮ้ยนาทีละ3 ล้าน
Just a demon,
มาก
demon. And what is the answer to this very, like you guys said, the style that works, the style that is by far the best in EMEA? Because GX, Kukuka, they are definitely the underdogs, but the way that they played yesterday, I don't even know anymore. I think they can deal with this.
I think it's absolutely crazy, like the individual level that we're seeing from Giant X. Like we speak about Nats.
กูดีเวลได้แค่50 เปอร์โคตรน้อย
We look at the counterpart. We look at how Westside is playing in this playoffs and how every single one of them find their moment to shine is outrageous.
And of course, Mini, Giant X, they faced them already. They did it on Sunset. They should be expecting what Liquid do. So maybe we can take a look at the tendencies they can bring out on Sunset if it doesn't get banned today.
Yeah, so this is another clip in which, like, again, it's Nats on this weak side, so only 2 people here, but when Team Liquid play this Yoru, sometimes they'll have him in front trying to get a pick as well. And it's safe because he can TP away. So if we watch the clip here, The Euro is just here to try and get a free kill and bait out utility to soften up again for a nice strong retake. So we see Camo here doing his best to try and get a pick. He ultimately isn't even going to get a kill here, but arguably he gets something just as good, which is a massive breach.
Even better, right? Like,
Maybe,
you know that
yeah.
the utility is there. If you look at the scores at 4-0, you know the Giant X really need the rounds.
And something Team Liquid are really good at is playing around their ults too. And this round was all designed around their ults. They baited out the breach ult from GX, and now they can play with their ults in this retake. They come in with the Euro ult and the Raze ult, and it starts off really nicely. Gets a bit dicey in the middle, but ultimately what I love here is the process and the macro. Like, they're putting themselves in good positions to win these rounds.
And of course, we expect that Giant X, with all the experience that they had in this bracket against so many different opponents as well, that they have learned from this kind of situations on how to respond to Team Liquid, being very ready for all of the ideas.
And if we're asking about what Giant X can do to beat Team Liquid, I think it's about trying to find where Nats is, because he is usually on
And
that
not
weaker...
go there.
No, they need to go there. They need to find where that weaker side of the map is, and then try and set up a really strong post map.
And what is great about GX right now is the confidence, right? We see they're all so individually confident, especially after yesterday. And for a moment during the regular season, we had our doubts about Aura, but I don't think anyone on this planet right now, Kakuka, can doubt Aura.
They cannot. Absolutely not. I know that we speak about, oh, it's so good to have like explosive duelists, like these youngsters here and there. You can also make the argument that they were not really set up for success throughout their entire trajectory. But what Ara has been showing with the operator, the way that he merges with the team, the way that he relies on his teammates to make all of these crazy plays that we've seen, and how effective he's even with the operator, and also in this entries, he's always good for two. He's the kind of player always good for two.
Yeah, when you speak about entries, I think he's 63 for 29 in playoffs in terms of first kill, first death. I've never seen a stat like that. That is a high volume stat in which he is also like diffing, like he's doubling his FKF.
MVP of EMEA? Stage 2?
We
if he wins today?
Yeah, we do get a vote, so that's going to be interesting later depending on what happens. And what I think is really impressive is we are seeing some of the young, inexperienced duelists falter when it really matters. We've had a couple of players that they needed to perform on that stage and they didn't. But Aura, honestly, probably the most pressure out of everybody. He is performing heads and shoulders above everybody else. But the question is, can he do it against a Team Liquid that is good, that is a favor, and most importantly, Kakuka, that has 2 map bans coming into today's best of 5?
Yeah, Nats was speaking yesterday in the interview, sorry, the day before, speaking about how they're more used to having the lower bracket runs and actually not having the luxury of having that map veto. The thing is, like, for Team Liquid, they've been exploring so many things throughout this year, but there's not that many areas that I think is like 1,000% they're going to win on this, especially because, as I said, Giant X, we've seen it in other tournaments that having those lower runs, playing more matches, coming in such position to the grand final can be the difference maker. And we saw it in the maps that they played already. Everything was very evened out on the first one.
Yeah, so Giant X to me have a very balanced map pool. They don't have an obvious map that you need to ban against them. So I think Team Liquid's strategy will be to ban the maps that they personally are weaker on, and I think like Icebox and Haven is probably going to be those maps. And luckily for Giant X, they're not going to be too disappointed with the rest of that pool.
It's not even a disadvantage, right, if they don't see Icebox and Haven?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Team Liquid should be stronger on the other maps.
And with all the practice that they got in all the other maps, and like Giant X are in a great spot.
Yeah, because we have one team that's played, what, like 5 maps and the 6 maps, and the other team has played 14,
yeah,
which is absolutely crazy. And what a day it is to be here with you guys to witness potentially a miracle run, because this is the last best of 5 of the year, and arguably the most important one. We have a trophy, a title, and the right to represent EMEA as the best team at champs on the line. So what are we waiting for? We are ready, the players are ready. I hope you guys at home are ready, because it's time to kick off the grand finals of VCT EMEA.
Coming alive, fighting to the bitter end, but it feels like, unfortunately, today, outclassed in them. This is where it all leads. Every hour, every match, right here.
You don't get here without losing. Without burning.
Only one transforms.
swap, but he won't stop. It's Kiko!
Looking to recapture his kickoff success. Put your hands together for T-Rex! Their competitor came into stage 2 with much to prove.
But with changes to the roster, pure grit and determination, they've traversed the lower bracket all the way to the grand final.
Now they look to claim their reward with the Sentinel Superstar. It's Westside!
A man who always offers assistance, it's Flickless!
Caller of the shots, Cloud!
Hitting his peak form,
His redemption arc is almost complete. It's Grabinho! And with coaches Lohan and Pipson, the stage is set. Let the battle begin.
This is the ultimate David and Goliath showdown. Team Liquid, the team we knew could make a final. The one that escaped out of the big 3 playoffs versus Giant X. Every single time I have to talk about Giant X, when I come to work thinking about they have a chance to win a trophy. It is crazy, this Cinderella story. And looking at the map vetoes, Icebox and Haven is exactly what you guys said that they could take away. But looking at the rest of it, the order of it, does it really still favor Team Liquid?
I think that picking up Bind after Giant X changed the composition. I don't know how much to take away from yesterday's match when they went back to what they had played previously. I don't know how. To what extent we saw how far they could take that composition, and I think that is comfort for them. Coming into this match, they knew that Bind was going to happen, and happening at first, I think could be on their favor.
Yeah, I think Team Liquid have shown all year that Bind is one of the maps that they like to pick all the time. Giant X had a good match yesterday, but Lohan would have been studying those VODs yesterday to see how the deadlock works, so I'm not too surprised, yeah.
I do think the later it goes, the more it favors Giant X. Giant X,
somehow that's always the tail.
I don't know how. Well, first of all, the first map, but also they've played out of the 17 times they played this year, 11 times they went to map 3. They had to really learn the hard way how to win map 3, how to actually close games out. But ever since they learned how to do that, they've looked phenomenal against every single opponent.
We were speaking about Cloud as a leader, and I think that is something that they've learned the hard way, and is keeping composure. It doesn't matter if you're winning or if you're losing. If the map is over, you still have to keep the vibes up. And for the first time, this is like, now something is at stake. At some point, that is going to get into their heads and could work against them.
Please don't be nervous. I just want them to not be nervous.
I haven't seen any nerves from them, well, since they had our Flickless join the team. It looks like they got a team of inexperienced players, but they are very composed in the way they play, and it will only be a grand final situation that might change that, but I don't suspect that.
วันนี้มันคือไฟเกนไงมันเลยชิล
Liquid should win today. This is
ไฟเกนที่แบบมาเป็นบีดอย่างเดียว
has everything set up for them to win.
yeah, they get the double map ban. They have been in positions like this before. They have players with plenty of experience.
แล้วเรียบร้อยพอสตรีมเสร็จก็เหลืองเลยครับ
Yes.
ไม่ต้องคิดเยอะ
We are speaking about Giant X so much because we've seen him so much during playoffs, almost every single day playing. But at the end of the day, the question is still out there: who is the number one in EMEA?
User joined
ฮัลโหล
your channel.
จบแล้วพี่ Liquid 3-0
เอ้ยยังเพิ่งเริ่ม
I sound like a broken record
นึกว่าไม่อยู่
แต่วันนี้ Liquid เอาไอ้นี่ลงนะซีเรียล
ซีเรียล ไม่น่าใช่เลย
in their rookie split, going all the way to champions, being seed 1 at the most important tournament of the year is crazy. I think this might be one of the best Cinderella stories we've ever had.
All I'm gonna say, all thanks to the Rising League in Spain, is thank you, Ugam. You laughed, you said that you were surprised with BBL. Well, I have Pinky from Ugam as well. So I'm just saying, Grubinho was in Ugam as well. I'm just saying, it's all comes back home. Yeah?
Okay, I'm gonna dial my bias back a little bit because
สงสัยโดน
which is the smallest
ใครโดน
โดนล้อถ้วยปีนั้น อ๋อไม่กำลังพูดถึงเรื่องฟุตบอล
would lift 2 trophies in the same year, Mini, with 2 different teams.
Yeah, like that's never happened.
หน้าเทคดูไม่รับแขกตลอดเวลาเลย
เหมือนโดนบังคับออกมาเมื่อกี้ตอนที่แบบให้เขาให้โพต้า
เหมือนคือมันแบบเหมือนโดยเดิร์กแกล้งอยู่หลังเวทีอะแล้วก็แบบเพิ่งออกมาแข่งนะ
Yeah, so Team Liquid running what probably will be their standard comfort, the double initiator there, and Giant X, yeah, they switch back towards that deadlock, and on the defense, it countered BBL quite well. They're playing very heavy towards that short side of the map on A. I think the Team Liquid will read into that and make sure that they aren't falling for that trap. They might be exploring showers a little bit more, or just like identifying where this deadlock's playing, breaking the wall, breaking the trips, etc.
Especially with Giant X and Crushing, and I'll mention it again just because I think that especially when they played against Navi, it didn't work in their favor when they were too much, especially if they're nervous and if they feel like they have to put the round in their hands and take the initiative onto those things.
ไม่แมปบายมันเอ็กโคเยอะ
Gathering that information is going to be very, very important for Team Liquid to get some rounds.
The other thing Giant X lack in his composition is like prowlers and drones, right? So they're going to be contacting that space when they get to the attack site quite a lot. And if Team Liquid does study those VODs, they're going to be able to find positions on the map in which they're going to be able to exploit that contacting that Giant X are going to have to bring.
And as you guys can see on stage, Nat's his hallmark Nat speech going on right now. And this is what we expect from Team Liquid, and this is something that we've seen time and time again. And it works.
Yeah, it works. Let's see if it actually works today. I think that he does a very good job in keeping them calm and actually keeping the eye on the goal, on that trophy that is currently in front of them. One of the things that we saw when Giant X was playing against Team Liquid at the last week when we saw it is the fact that surprisingly Giant X were shutting down Nat's lurks when he was on the attack. Like he wasn't able to be getting that attack to have that impact that we see so many times Nats have. Like it's one of his signatures. Sometimes you do not have access to size, and sometimes you just don't know where Nats is, and that I don't know which one is more worrying.
Honestly, that's a
ถ้วยสวยนะอีมี
what I've been really impressed with is Grubby's on the defense as well. I like the way that he anchors B. He doesn't give away any unnecessary first death. He's very, very reliable when he's having a good day. And they can't afford to have a bad day, Mini. It's against Team Liquid. They should have won last time. They kind of threw it away. So this time it's going to be very, very interesting to see the result. But for now, Riot Games Arena, make some noise for your casters for the grand finals. It's Pansy and Hypoc.
Thank you so much, Yinzu, the desk, leading us up to hell, even the show match as well. But a grand finals in front of us. Mike, there's a lot of things to say about these two teams. Where is your mind going first?
Where do you start?
I know,
where do you start? I mean, this is unprecedented in terms of what we've seen throughout this year, not alone, but also the names we're now looking at. I mean, a real turning of the tides in this region, and I'm just so excited to see how Giant X actually approach this grand finals. Again, it's for Liquid. I think it's almost kind of a given that we've got this far. The improvements they've shown, they've now got Trex in here. They've seen another little step change in terms of performance. But for Giant X, I mean, they're playing with house money, man. And like they're playing with total freedom, and it's reflected in the way they've approached the last few series.
Couldn't say it better myself. But a grand finals is a different beast altogether.
มาแล้วครับ
An underdog through and through. Giant X have proved they've been up to the
Fancy,
task. But facing off against Liquid, not only with that veto advantage coming in, but starting out on Bind, which has been the backbone for Liquid. Their work is cut out here.
Absolutely is. Some laboured records recently.
Oh yeah.
Rubinho going to feel the pinch early on here with some pressure towards Hookah. Cloud also, I believe, confirmation down B long.
โค้ดอเล็กอะ
Liquid very slow in their approach. Rubinho will be spotted once more on the retreat.
เว็บไซต์นี่เดือดวะพี่
Still being invested here as well. Still only 2 members of Giant X.
ที่สุดแล้วตอนนี้
But conscious of Nats's whereabouts.
เฮดช็อต
on the other
40 เปอ
side
ร์
of the map.
นี่เลย
Actually,
ทุกนัด
Spike isolated here.
Yeah, brilliantly taking matters into their own hands.
มาแล้ว
But
หนึ่ง
now
รัว
receiving end as well.
จุดจบคนหลุด
Swift
เฮ้ย
work from Giant X.
แย่ละ
Already getting their name up in that kill feed, and a quick reminder for Liquid of, hey, you can't take us lightly. They have been that
นี่ครับ
scrappy
เลเกอร์
underdog
กำลัง
throughout
ทำงาน
this, thriving in that lower bracket through. Nats doing Nats things.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna rotate into.
แล้วแม่งเลิกไปนู่น
There's not gonna be
แต่
anyone
แม่งอยู่นี่หมด
see Giant X have grouped around the spike.
Smart play.
Yeah, Kiko's here to potentially challenge, but
And I like
a
that.
little bit of a push and pull to.
ใช่
Look at him, so
Yeah.
aware of the possibilities.
Some
Not only
song,
they could
some
slipped
ed-
up long, but
some
hey,
sip-
not seeing that.
What
There's
do you
always
got?
that chance
Keep
in
him
the
calling,
behind us,
Mickey.
right? There's always that like internal clock that needs to tick.
ถือว่า
เฮ้ยเอา
ก่อน
ไอ้
เลย
ข้าวมันมือ
มาแล้วครับจุดเริ่มต้นการคัมแบ็กครับผม
Fast as hell for Patatech though. Pop flash through the smoke. Rubino
Oi.
blind, tucks into the corner. Banking on West side, who's up for
Right.
it.
Right.
That is
Right.
a stunning start for Giant X. Gonna claim the first for themselves, and they look equipped for Liquid.
Yeah, and this is the thing. You look at the way Giant X playing. I was talking about playing with freedom, right? They're not necessarily countering many things the opponents were bringing. They're so ready to take the initiative. They're riding this confidence time and time again, and it's
ข
reflected
โมยมันลบจัง
here
อะดูดิ
on Rip in the pistol.
And how many times
เมื่อกี้
in
เหมือนแบบ
pressure games does that
โดนยึด
work?
คีย์บอร์ด
We've seen it
เออ
before. Hell, you're
เปลี่ยน
rolling
ทรง
back
เลย
to that Wolves run recently. You can go global on that.
I mean, if we even talk pressure,
ถ้า
of this
GX แชมป์
series,
นี่ก็หาอยู่
all
ใช้
of the
เมาส์อะไร
pressure
อ่ะ
is on
ใช่ไหมถ้า
Hang on.
GX แชมป์นี่ก็
For
หา
Giant
อยู่
X,
นะ
it's like I said, we're in uncharted
Ah,
territory.
yeah.
เออ
And
ถือ
look,
ว่า
we've
แบบ
seen other
แม่ง
teams
สุดยอด
struggle
มาก
once they get to grand finals. When we get into the best of five,
มา
we
ถึงข
don't
นาดนี้
know what Giant X really look like
อา
in
รา
that
ตอน
situation.
ย้ายมาตอน
They
แรก
could
ๆ
be
แบ
a
บ
team that does
ไม่
really
เบา
well within it.
ตอนนี้อย่างโหดเลย
Again, a whole new era starting in
อยู่ดีก็
EMEA.
แบบว่า
นี่
เรียกความมั่นใจมาจากไหน
ก็ถึงบอกเลยต้องให้เวลาใช่ไหม
Shouldn't be too much
ทีม
ให้
แม่
เว
ง
ลา
เอาเตะออกอย่างไว
Liquid have bought into this purchase. It's only
ดูไอ้
that
แพทริก
share
ฟู
from
นี่
Kiko.
ได้เล่นไป
And
กี่
a
แมต
name,
ช์
I mean, synonymous with success. Kiko has been. The guy has been
ยังไม่ทันได้โชว์โหดเลยโดน
playing
เตะ
the brim. Looking exceptional as of late. For Giant X, you want to see this kept clean. They can afford to lose Cloud. You probably don't want to lose too many beyond that.
เฮ้ย
West
West
side
side
shot. Oh yeah, he's
หูเป้ามันแบบ
pretty locked in. That's
เป้า
going
มัน
to do a
จิ
bit
ก
of
อะ
chip, but that's a
แบบจิ
recoverable
กของ
weapon if they
ข
need
อง
it.
จริงอ่ะ
As Kiko last man up,
ไม่
gonna make it
Ni ka
cost
jig
him
na.
something here. Hold on. That's a weapon to hand. 90 HP and 48
วันนี้ก็ตึงเหมือน
seconds.
กัน
Still healthy, no shield. So again, with Giant X already encroaching towards backside, don't want to see anybody else fall.
เอาดาวต่อครับ
Keep this clean here in round 2.
He's gonna have to work for his dinner tonight. Look around, and for Giant X, you shouldn't give
พ
him
ยายาม
อย่าง
right.
พยายาม
Do
อย่าง
not
หนัก
give this man any sort of chance. Make him work for it. Pick up that spike. Get the plant. Not sure if he was seeing that. I don't think Rubinho would have spotted him there. So safe enough still. 17 seconds. He doesn't know how much trouble he's in. Yeah,
วิ่
Rubinho.
ยิงไว
Safe
มาก
pair of hands. Back
ถือ
of
ว่า
the
สติ
site.
ดีอยู่นะ
Second round Giant X losing what? One weapon beyond probably what they'd like. But hey, job done.
No, still looking very, very well rounded in terms of the bonus here. Aside already, I think 4 for 4 on headshots. A bit of talking point here. My eyes, like I said, looking like
You've
one of
loved it.
the sharpest individual players we've seen this year.
ใจเย็นใจเย็นครับเพิ่งจะ
Wouldn't have thrown in the
สอง
mix
ราว
earlier on. I'm with you. I'm with you.
It takes a lot for you to be impressed by players. I've got to say it. You don't.
มันจะต้อง
I'm
บัฟ
thinking
อะไรมาฮา
outside
เบอ
of
ร์
it. It's like
ที่ผมคิดออกเลยคือ
make a comparison. We're talking
ม่านแม่งรีเร็วกว่าเนี่ย
FPX Sugetsu.
Up
That's what
Harbour
Westside
เหรอ
looks like.
That's a high accolade to aim towards as well.
ม่านมี
But
ดาเมจ
into
ไหม
the bonus
เดินผ่านแล้วแบบ
here, as said, they
149
didn't
ผ่านแล้ว
lose
สโลว์
too
ดีกว่า
much in that previous
มันก็
round.
สโลว์อยู่
So
นะ
Giant X, they do come in with a pretty respectable purchase.
สโลว์
Outlaw in
ดู
play.
ไม่ค่อยหนืดเลย
With Ara looking at the light shields, 2 potential.
เดินผ่านแล้ว
one
แจ้ง
being
เตือน
Kiko
เนี่ย
and
แบบ
one
บุ๋ม
being
บุ๋ม
Trex. The
เนี่ย
rest, at least able to get onto the
เหมือน
full
ไซเฟอร์
shields, so able to suffer a little bit more. Nicely
โอ้โห
handled.
ปฏิเทค
Very
ไปกินอะไร
cognizant
มา
of
วะ
maybe
ไอ้มา
that
ค
Outlaw
ม
play. Lovely triple
Ui.
swing and a diligent
Wow.
clear on Grabino.
ถึงไรเฟิร์นแล้วทรงพ
So
ลัง
far, tick
อุ้ย
in the box.
แย่ละ
I said so
Here,
far.
though, yeah.
เฮ้ย
The second round.
จีจีเลย
How's he done
จีจีเลยอย่างเงี้ย
that? They did everything right until the final hurdle.
จะมีข่าวโคแองเกิลเดียวเอาไป4บ้าไปแล้ว
โอ้ไม่รอดแบรนดอนทำไม่ได้นะ
Cloud live up to the command of the
นี่ไง
crowd. Not today. Nat's still on the case.
มันนึกว่าเพื่อนมันโหให้อยู่
1v2 and Flickless only has that ghost, so this is still up in the air. Position noted on west side, the sharpshooter, but Flickless catching that cross.
เป็นเรื่องเลยนะอย่างเงี้ย
Those first two.
You can see the green light
เกือบรับแต่กลับมาได้
for Liquid. A little bit of a gap between Camo and
Oh, yeah.
the
Let's
second
go
and third
Sadek.
player, and Cloud absolutely capitalizes. And the lineup is just perfection here. Beautiful stuff from him.
God, that's
ไอ
lovely.
เทคจะเดินเข้ามาเทค
You fry them. You fry.
ยู
Yeah, he
ยู
did.
ฟุ
And look, we've been mostly talking about
บอกว่า
Cloud
ข่าว
when it
ปุ๊บ
comes to his calling, right? We've been complimenting that,
You
how well
fucked
he's been kind of leading this team and what we've been impressed by. But there's always
Chồng
that
bữa
game
gì đâu
or
à?
two that you'll get with Cloud where you see the
You
mechanical
fuck.
monster come back out, right? Scary guy when he gets going. Maybe see it a bit more
แท
on
น
the
ที่ให้กำลังใจ
shoulder,
ให้มึง
maybe
ค
see
ม
it a
มาก
bit
เลย
more in
ว่ะ
other roles.
อ๋อยู
But
ฟุก
right there was a glimpse at it. For Liquid, gonna have to suffer through this one.
แม่งไม่ยอม
Can
รับ
they
ความ
make
สำ
something
เร็จ
of
ของ
it?
เพื่อน
So
เนี่ย
far, the answer is no. Comfort found for Flickless, isolating Platitech. Gonna respect enough to give up
นี่
the
อ่ะ
sight,
Nat
but gets swung on.
Beautiful isolation there.
ยิงหัวเลยเหรอ
Still alive and kicking. He's found two.
เอ้ามาไง
Shut that down though. Brings it to a 2v3 here.
มันยัง
Fabinho's
คิด
got
จะ
other
เอา
things
แบ
to
บ
say about
ส
that.
ติง
Nats
เกอร์
now
ไปพีคตรงไหนอีกหรอ
in the
ไม่
clutch
แบบ
once more.
เปลี่ยนเปลือนอุ้ย
แนท
This is so high.
เนี่ย
There's
คมจัด
gonna
วินนี้
need to be a round from Nat.
เดี๋ยว
อั
นั้น
นดา
ก็
เมจ
จัด
ได้
ให้
ถือว่าเยอะ
There's plenty of players capable to temper some of this confidence because they are backing themselves in every fight. They are hitting shots. So for now, can Nats maybe do something here? This is
หมอบไป
an
แนทหมอบไป
unlikely round for it. Spots out another. And down to 9 now. Swiftly handled. Giant X to a flawless beginning. 4 rounds in perfect succession. We've seen individual highlights. We've seen them looking good together. And now the ult's starting to come through.
So yeah, this first cycle looking very comfortable.
แต่ถ้าดูฟอร์มที่มันชนะ BBL เมื่อวานก็เป็นไปได้นะ
How good he is with the scope once
ที่มัน
more.
จะชนะวันเนี้ยแต่
เดือดจัดเลย
Seekers in hand here for Patitech. No surprises to see.
Wow.
การที่เราชนะทีมไหนใน BO5 3-0 นี่เขาไม่ได้เรียกว่าฟุกเลยนะโอ้โหไอ้เหี้ยมีอย่างเดียวคือไอ้อีกทีมหนึ่งแม่งไม่ได้เอาคีย์บอร์ดมาเล่นด้วยเล่นแต่เมาส์อย่างเงี้ย
ที่ดู BBL แบบโหดมาทั้งตัวอยู่ดีๆโดนไจแอนท์ตบแบบไม่สู้ไม่ได้เลยอะ
ขาดเลย ยัมปี้ถึงกับแบบฟุบลงโต๊ะอะ
ใช่ชนะแบบเหนือชั้นนะ
ยูฟุกนักลัดเกมเมอร์ ตอนนี้พี่ฟุกไปอยู่ทีมอะไรแล้ว
พวกตอนนี้ เล่นพวกเกมมือถืออยู่ตอนนี้
กลับมาสตรีมแล้ว
ไม่แข่งแล้วกลับไปสตรีมแล้ว
Kind of discipline up to not just the 4 quick rounds here, be able to
วันนี้ผมเล่น
change
เกม
that
มือถือเปิดได้
mentality.
ตัว
But I
ท
do
อง
want to
เนี่
see
ย
how Giant X come into this because I was
เกมไหน
actually
รอด
quite
ได้อะ
impressed with how they were building around some of their ults, being very aware of maybe what the other side would be doing.
ทองนี่คือแบบว่า
So
แร
I'd
สุด
love
เลย
to
ใช่
see
ไหม
that echoed
ก็
here
พี่เอก
into
เปิด
the
เป็น
fifth
ล้าน
round.
เพชร
But after a timeout, you never
วัน
know
แรก
quite
ไม่
what
ได้
we're coming
แต่วันที่
into.
สองได้รั
So
ว
it looks like a default held by Liquid, sitting deep and passive across the map, making sure there's no naughtiness afoot.
แม่งฟินจัดอะเวลาเปิดพวกอย่างเงี้ยเราได้แหละ
They're up long once more, but
ๆแต่ผม
เสร็
ผ
จ
ส
แล้ว
ม
ก็
นะ
อยากเปิดอีก
formidable from this position so far.
มันทำเอาแล้วต้องมีอะไรบ้างแหละ
Drax has not been sharp yet.
Oh,
He's
take-
still
ใจเด็ดมากอะยืนแบบเนี้ย
but contact had.
คนโหเป้าแบบนี้นี่คือภาพนี่คือแต่งงานส่วนใหญ่
So Spike not committed yet. This was an attempt for Liquid to isolate a duel somewhere on the map. Unable to do so now, but Spike making its way up short. Flickless here. On guard, still has his snake bite.
And I've actually loved his work on Viper specifically, so I'd hope to see a bit more of that here today. A little hot and cold at times, but when he runs hot, it
มันโดน
is
แท็บที่เดด
absolutely
ล็อก
out
นี่
of
มัน
this world. Let's see.
ตีจังหวะเดียวยากเหมือนกันนะที่มันกำลังพยายามทำอยู่นะ
all or nothing, and you
เอ้า
can see the awkward timing
เอา
here.
เลี้ยวเลย
Actually, a diversion of route trying to bail out the player on the other side of the map, and there's
วิกิโกะ
straight
โอ้โห
back. Kiko and
เชื่อมันเฉียบจัดอะมันเบ็ดอะ
eviscerating
เป๋เลยจีเอ็กตอนแรกมันจะติช็อต
Cloud looking reactive with the ult.
พอเสียงตรงกล้าเป็นดังปุ๊บเลี้ยวเลย
Ara now. Fine patch attack, but
เสียทรงอยู่นะช็อตนี้
1v3, 2 away from the showstopper, so tall order here for any player, but Ara has been electric.
But look at that Pokemon utility across Team Liquid. You got
ซีเน็ต
Nats,
ยังได้อยู่
Util still in play. Molly
T-Net
is
มาแสดง
there,
ให้
bouncing in now. Trex
มีไลน์อัพอีก
also does have Mosh if they need it.
เซฟ
This is a time sink, and I think Ara knows he's going to
ยั
be
ง
out
นี่
of time before he
อยากจะหา
gets
ตั
a
ดสักคน
chance to touch that spike.
Yeah, would have loved to have seen him get a kill, maybe do some further damage, but it will be Liquid to take their
เอ
first
อนับ
here.
หนึ่ง
The sort around that
แสดงว่าพอร์ตมันส่งพลัง
from Liquid
แต่ว่าพอร์ตมันส่งพลังอยู่เนี่ย
in response
ใช้ได้อ
to
ยู่
Dynex's opening stretch of 4 rounds here on
But the
Vine.
timing though,
Yeah.
that crunch, because it felt like Cloud wanted to clear through A short, but
Oh.
then they had contact
นี่มัน
over
ปกป้อง
towards
เพื่อนแบบ
B,
สุดชีวิต
so
อะ
he changed the
ไอ้กิ
idea.
โกะ
I got you, IS. No problem. I'm holding
คือช็อตนี้นี่
Amazing.
ถ้าผมเป็นพี่แนนนี่ลุกขึ้นไปกระโดดก่อนอะ
They succeeded on both
พี่นายบอก
fronts.
amazing
Amazing ถึงก็ต้องชมเลย
Necessarily able to repeat.
เนี่ยอย่างไรก็
See if it
ไม่ใช่
does
คำว่ากูด
sway
เว้ย
เออ
things in Liquid's
Good
favor here.
bait,
I'm
good
seeing an
hit,
operator
good
in hand
cover.
for Ara.
And there's been a lot of
ตัวนี้
discussion
มา
of
แปลก
their ability. If they start well, they can
อย่างน้อย
scale
ก็
up
ไม่
to
มี
that
คำว่า
operator
nice สั้นๆเนี่ย
incredibly quickly. And that's just a huge piece for them to depend
Amazing.
on.
อะไร
Becomes
ใหม่
a nice factor down the line. So going to post up Ara there. In that previous round, they did explore that with 2. Managed to pry out Trex on the deeper
เพิ่ง
angle.
เห็น
Didn't
ว่า
manage to deal with him,
ลิควิด
but
ไม่งมี2
they
อิน
can
ดี้
leave
เลย
him
นี่หว่า
here for
มัน
now.
มีทั้งกิโกะสกาย
Second variation of this default once more as well.
ค
Spike
อม
not committed.
คอมไม่เนี่ย2 ตัวต้องอย่างนี้แหละ
No. I guess catch over towards B long with Dog from Patstack, but start around the Seekers carve a path towards A site. Binho looking as if he still wants to challenge here though.
I think the Seeker did manage to actually get away, so
ทำไม
it's
คน
going
ช
to
อบใช้
isolate,
ต้า
or
นั
at
น
least identify that there's someone in towards showers. Now they know this.
ต้องถาม
TP
วอเตอ
gets
ร์นะ
taken. There is still a late
Top
presence
mark.
behind shower, so Cloud is certainly not free.
That's
Managed
Kiko
to
caught
catch.
though.
Yeah,
Nice, huh?
I'm a little surprised they actually managed that one. Nowhere to,
แต่มัน
no
มัน
way
เบรก
to
มัน
save
เบรก
him at
ดี
that
นะ
point.
แอต
He's
ตา
dead and buried. It's Camo to get one back, and now the fight breaks out. You're looking at the site itself. It is chaos. Still, Giant X going to try and play it back in
กระ
from
ตุ่มครับ
that
อุ้ย
showers control position. Cloud taking down Trex and Cloud just alive and well. Paratech, a desperate attempt and so close.
So close,
But
ah.
Rubino staying alive and going to complete the
แย่ละ
defuse.
นับได้แค่1อย่างนั้นเหรอ
Starting to scratch the surface now, but Giant X looking very well
ไม่เจ๊ง
drilled
มัน
once
กันดุ
more
อ
in
ยู่วะ
terms
พี่
of the retake.
โยกหัวหลบจริงๆนะ
That's a
กิ
really
โกะ
unfortunate angle here for Kiko.
เดี๋ยวไม่พ้นเนี่ย
Almost catching
ไม่พ้น
West
อยู่
side
ดี
off guard.
สวยว่ะ
อันลัค
Cloud
กี้
finding kills like this though
I
completely.
killed everyone through the smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's fun.
And they keep that operator, right? That was the prize possession drawn across. Wading through the bodies to keep that very much in hand. So you can see a broken buy for Liquid.
Yeah, showstoppers here though, so something to maybe counteract that. But Trex just down on Classic. Flash won't catch here, but a rare miss from Ara.
That looked like it should have been a leg almost, but not to be. Look to adjust out of here. Sit
ตัวไหน
well
โห
safe
ดอะครับ
towards that octagon side. And at the same time, you've got Nats then. Did he get spotted just as that ball came up? Yeah, I think he's safe for now. He knows his lines at this point. Clippers has to know that there's a possibility. Kiko!
นี่อ่ะแล้วตัวนี้ล่างผ่านปะ
แต่ส่วนลิควิดที่พา
Again,
หมด
this
นะ
man will give you these sort of
คือ
kills when he
Kiko
has no right. That dry walk up, yeah, he'll get both. And
อุ้ย
แนทก็พามครับ
ไอ้นั้นแววเวนโดอย่างไหน
of Liquid. Camo posting out the
ทุกครั้งที่พี่แกจับเวนโดนี่ทรงพลัง
His want to be involved in this round is probably minimal.
A chance to swap out the operator here, so
แต่เป็นเล็กตอนนี้หันมาเล่นแฟนทอมหมดแล้วนะ
damage once more.
เป็นเพราะแลนด์ด้วยบอก
Let's take over towards B site now. Probably on the hunt to remove that from his hands.
ลิควิดตัวไหนโหด
Ara considering the
อี
possibility
โก
though.
กับแนทเลยช่วงนี้
Oh, actually did just unscope it. The very last second, but still will catch him. They can come into this obviously with investment, but you still don't necessarily want to give away these upgrades.
That's true. But and I would start the conversation of okay, repeatable
เรา
success.
วูด
But
ยัง
it
โหด
feels
กว่าตอน
like
นี้
yeah, Kiko probably could get you 2 again. There is a
ไปเด็ก
chance
เฉ
for
ย
that.
ๆนะ
And
วูด
yeah, Nats probably
วูด
could
ก็ยัง
walk
โห
that
ด
vibe
อยู่
wall and get you one
แต่
on
บรรยากาศ
slightly.
รอบข้างไม่ค่อยอำนวยให้วูดได้เฉิดเท่าไหร่ตอน
Yeah, a
นี้
little strange to see though, but the confirmation was there with Westside's first shoulder.
เพื่อนๆอาจจะต้อง
Flickless
ส่ง
was on
หนึ่ง
triple as well. Little off kilter in terms
พี่
of
วูด
โดยเฉพาะบูเลยช่วง
the
นี้
isolation on Nats.
อุ้ย
Beautiful.
ตัวสองอย่างเวอร์
It's immediate.
ไม่ได้บูช่วงนี้
Expectation on that trade or
เหมือนติด
spacing.
บั๊ก
Yeah, I can watch this again.
I mean,
เหมือน
that's
จะติด
just,
บั๊ก
yeah.
ช่วงนี้ไม่ได้บู
Oh, nice kills, Gio.
Adjustment to the
Amazing. Where did you
pre-fire
find
is-
them?
I'm just beasting in her car.
Honestly, yes, it's been 2
Yeah,
rounds.
yeah.
Like
เพื่อน
2
บ้า
of
ดา
the
วเลย
rounds that Liquid
ใช้
have
คำนี้เลย
won have been pretty much off that. We had that kind of cloud ult
แสดงว่าหนัก
ใคร
จริง
เต็งแชมเปี้ยนนะครับ
Kuka
ใน
control
มุมมอง
from.
พี่เนี่ย
It's been
โดนนำอ
very
ยู่
impressive from
5-2 เนี่ยครับผม
Hang on, switch up here. Yanti
เวลา
still
วูดเล่นดี
offensive
พี่เอ๋ย
now.
นี่
Pistols
เหมือนเป็น
elsewhere
แนทอะ
for Giant X.
ทมยับเลย
All of Liquid over this side of the map.
ยิ้มไม่หยุด
Flash could be nasty. Actually, doesn't catch on the player close. Flickless
แต่ถ้าพูดตัวไหนวูดอาการแย่โอ้วูดเอ้ย
between him and Westside to create that crossfire. Smoked up on one corner. Camo trying to half his way in, but you can see the flash is fantastic. And that is just a
มัน
beautiful
จ่ายของสวย
reaction.
จัดอะ
Giant X prepared and ready, but Nat still standing. You give him
The
respect.
stun core.
อุ้ย
Oh,
โอ้พี่แนท
what's the
เก่า
matter
เกิ
with
น
the Nats? Pops the ult, he knows. He's in
ดู
real spot of bother. Gets a
ไป
spot
ไง
and
ดู
gets out.
He's on the showstopper.
Do net.
out. Mara
แพรวพราวจัดจัด
can hear the TP. The window of opportunity here for Nats to find a clean plant. Right, he's going to swap out here. It's open, so plenty of options for Nats.
ที่เขาวางหลังแนท
เฮ้ย
เฮ้ย
To the side, he elevated to a vintage level.
มันฉลาดแล้วแหละ
To
มันเอาวอล
get
ขึ้น
to
ก่อน
this stage, to get to this grand final. Will he give him another? Rubino the first. Spot had. Nats now knows.
โอ้แล้ววอลเน็ตแบบโอ้โห
เฮ้ย
Play up on the bar.
เฮ้ย
Too many
เกือบ
great
อุ้ยแล้วกูยูมันให้ไวจัด
Giant X and made something out of nothing, but Mike,
It's just
that was lovely on the side.
another round where you put sheriffs in the hands of players like Westside and Flickless, and they
แบบไป
will
เนียนอยู่ตรง
deliver.
ไอ้นี่เลย
แต่มันคงไม่รู้ว่ามา
The flash coming
ไม่คิดว่ามา
from
สอง
there
คน
was just lovely too. You can see it. The timing on the pressure and then the swing
อุ้ย
from Flickless.
ระดับ
They're
นี้
not letting
เชอ
them
รี่
fight
เป็นอะไร
alone.
ทีม
Just beautiful to watch. And this has been the cornerstone of their success, really, is their
Yes.
ability to make something from nothing. This was outrageous, by the way, just purely cosmetic.
มันนิ่งไปปะไม่คิดแบบ
Lamps, nice,
สตรงไอ้สตรงสตัน
Nice, good job. Nice, well done, boys.
And looking
Chill,
very,
hold
very
on.
chill
Oh.
on stage.
Man, if they can keep this up going into Paris. Dangerous. Okay, back into things though. Liquid will need to start putting up a little bit more resistance for my liking, right? I want to see the best of these boys. Did they spot Rubino?
I don't think they did.
โอ้โหตาย
ไอ้เหี้ย
He's dead.
อันนี้เขาเรียกว่าจับตายครับผม
Buried by the absolute brutality of Team
พี่ข้าวบอกกูต้องทำเป็นกูขนาดนี้เลย
Execute on that A site.
เซฟเลย
Beautifully done. Flickless and Westside just going to give this one up. To leave themselves in a 2v4. A pace change from Liquid,
ใจ
but
ร้ายมาก
another round that's not necessarily available at their disposal. Big investment, but beautifully.
It's just crafted, wasn't it?
Yeah, beautifully positioned in terms of their ability to actually follow through. So Liquid don't necessarily look as if they've been deterred by the scoreline.
No, just nice to see them kind of go to that bag of tricks and pull one out, right? You're like, okay, we've got X ult, Y ult, we've got this. Let's go for the following plan. Always nice to see they've got a little backup round. Those kind of, I don't say checkmates. There's always room for fight back, but it was very well crafted. Yeah. So lovely to see. You kind of expect that quality from Team Liquid. They are one of the, I guess, most veteran seasoned teams. You can see the scaling to this. Oh, lovely.
They come out of that with the Seekers as well, but like I said, not necessarily the sort of round they can replicate. As we enter round 10 now, still a 3-round deficit. So inside Giant X,
อะไร
minimal investment, but they've looked deadly in these sorts of rounds.
ว่าอยู่ดีเขาเงียบกัน
They'll have
Very
a plan.
proactive here.
Yeah, there'll be something in mind. This
Love
time,
the
Kiko
tip.
and Camo having none of it.
อุ้ยอย่าล่า
Very easy. That felt a little unnecessary from Paditech to go for the swing on that, but see if there's more to be found. Oh, Flick is
อุ้ย
timing.
โอ้โห
Outstanding it is. Reading the tempo
เฮ้ย
well, but
คาโม่
Camo
ว่ะ
is the safety net, apparently. 3 kills in the round, and then Trex will catch the back pedal
ที
from
นี้คาโม่มันตื่นเหรอพี่ปกติมันหลับนะ
Very well controlled by Liquid. First time the Giant X have really looked to isolate, particularly Patisek in terms of the dog up long.
สมมติว่าถ้าคนที่ได้คาจักรไปไม่คือลิขิตจะเป็นยังไง
Deliver outside hoop.
คาโม่ทำไง
Beautiful shot from Camo.
อยู่ที่ว่าลิขิตจะคาจักรให้ได้ไหม
Push towards
เดี๋ยว
the last
ลอง
few
คิดนะ
rounds
เล่น
of this first half.
starting to settle into it a bit here. You're seeing that strength from Liquid.
ออสตาปาริส
ๆโอ้โห
มีแบบ
น่าจะโหดกว่าเพราะว่า ตัวส่งให้คิดว่าใครเดียวกัน
Space over towards Showers, but once
ระหว่าง
again,
ลิขิตกับไอรอนติก
Post are up towards
แล้ว
us.
ติดใครนะคุณเคิล
From Cloud to try and help them out, just in case.
ไอแคชชี่เหรอ
Actually, this time,
แค่ที่ธนูต้องขึ้น
no place for it. But again, those Seekers being there for Paritech
แคชชี่กับปาริ
pretty
เทค
much dismantled this last time.
โอ้พอ
It's
ๆ
gonna
กั
be
น
that
วะ
3-2 site hit.
แค่ที่มันโซว่าดิ
Max is here. And they know the trap.
เฮ้ยแล้วเนี่ยแล้วถ้า IGL อ่ะ
Two in that arm.
ไอทีอาต้องยกให้
It feels
แน
so
ทเลยจังหวะนี้
unreasonable, but so often does it work.
ที่สุดเลยฮะที่สุดแล้วดูดิ
Stay alive, and he does more than that.
เป็นพี่โบ๊ททำได้นะไม่
Drags
อย่างเงี้ย
down Rubino with
แต่จะ
them.
ต้องรอนานหน่อยรอพี่โบ๊ทเอาของ
Westside
ขึ้น
with
ยิง
nothing to do.
I think there to try and isolate Trex, who's been the common denominator for Liquid outside Showers, but
ถ้าเทียบกันหมัดต่อหมัดโคนิเคิลกับปาริเทคว่าไงก็โค
and
นิเคิล
concludes the round.
ไม่เอาเรื่องยิงนะ
But
เรื่องการส่งของจังหวะ
comfortable
เกม
fashion.
โอ้ถ้า
เรื่อ
ส่
ง
ง
ยิงมันเคยเข้าอยู่แล้ว
ส่งให้ไปเทค
Yeah, but I mean, then he's down to
ไปเทค
25
มัน
HP,
เหมือน
which
มันเกิดมันเพื่อ
you
ส่ง
know the Giant X players are
เพ
like,
ราะว่า
yeah, he's
ค
low,
นที่ทำให้
swing
วู
it,
ดเทิร์
swing
นตอน
it.
ดูชิคือปฏิเทค
Able to
เออ
reset
มัน
and then line.
แบบ KO แฟดเฟิร์ดอะไรมันดูแบบ
Getting tall order for
ใช่
Grubino.
เป๊ะ
มากเลย
on the backside of that.
อย่างนั้นนะ
Now, with the pit still being up,
ถือว่าได้ตัวดีไปอยู่นะที่พี่ไปเทคมัน
Maybe.
ส่ง
ดี
เลี้ยวส่งเลย
ปฏิเทคมันเกิดมาเพื่อส่ง
dirty.
It would be fair.
ไอ้นัทไปยืนทำอะไรดีวะ
He's going to go with the last
ใจเอ๋
one.
เฮ้ย
my
ว่าแล้ว
He's something else, man. Hardly getting the
Who let
prime
IQ
Nats
sub?
era coming in
Well-
towards the champs.
I was going to say, not necessarily any more ultimates to really rely on.
ไอ้นัทมัน
towards
เหมือนมันอ่าน
the
ชาว
final
บ้านเขา
round.
ขาดเหมือนกันนะ
That one
Right.
gives
แต่จังหวะวัดไม่ได้ก็ต้อง
just
ยอมรับ
one away from the pit. 2 for Camo as well.
แต่ถ้าอย่างนั้นถ้าจักรมาลิขิตน่าจะเกิดก่อนนะ
Some housekeeping at the start of this final round.
คาจักรกำลังมีปัญหาเรื่องเบนท่อเลย
The other
พี่
side
นัท
are
พูด
one
แบบ
away
สัก
from
หนึ่
his
งชั่วโม
west
ง
side.
ก่อนขึ้นเวที
Just missing 2, but Cloud
เป็น
and
ทอด
Grubino
แตก
do have their
หนัก
so
กว่านั้นอีกรับไม่ไหว
advantage in that
เครียด
regard.
จักรบอกมึงจะพูดอะไรเยอะแยะเนี่ยกูจะใจเสียจะแย่อยู่แล้ว
Amazing
Amazing
Long setup's been seen.
Desperately trying to spam.
เสียวอยู่นะไอ้อาร่าเนี่ยมุมแบบ
Taking any damage though.
ล่างกล้าเล่น
Oh no. Keep
กล้าเล่นกล้าหากล้าทำกล้าตัดกล้าตายด้วยตัวเนี้ย
Aura's lucky to be
เจอ
alive.
แล้ว
He's
กู
getting
กระโดด
harder
เข้าวาร์ป
and
ไปแล้วจังหวะ
harder.
นี้
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to live through this one. There's a lot of play.
Oi.
Lovely flash. He fancies to go at this.
Oi, oi,
13
ยิง
HP.
ตัวเอง
He's
เลย
gonna
ปะล่ะ
make this count. Ah, no one close
มัน
enough.
กลัวไหนพี่ผม
Into the corner
โอ้โห
almost.
มันกลัวเลยนะพี่
Paralyzed by fear
เหลือ
of
ที่
going
สาม
out,
มัน
but
ก็โข
Rubino
คนเราก็
will
ต้อง
see
ก
the
ลัว
Hey.
ที่สาม
Yeah,
เฮ้ย
he's wait to
ยิงอยู่ดีก็คนลุก
Kiko
ก็
get an idea of this? Maybe he's just waiting for the support to come in.
ไม่ชัวร์เอาใหม่ดีกว่า
Has he got an idea?
ให้บอกว่า
Oh my god.
Oi.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The judge reigns supreme and Paritech trying to backpedal.
ไม่ไหววะเจอปืนนี้
แย่ว่ะแย่ว่ะแย่จริงแย่แย่
God, it's just
โอ้
possible to get by.
แย่จัดอ่ะ
Trex to try and recover.
สักพักลิควิดเซนแนทไปไหนนะแนทที่อยู่อาร์คิว
Window opportunity, but Giant X are going to
น่า
tuck
จะเซ็นผิด
themselves
คน
in
นะ
here.
And the divide on top.
Net.
Insult to injury almost at this point, and with 13 seconds, not
Oh.
looking so lucky.
Low.
Trek's going to go down, and Giant X will maintain a 7-5 lead, Mike.
Yeah.
But this has been hard fought
เหมือนเรา
for
ขโมย
from
วิน
start
หนั
to
งนะ
end.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, Liquid
Yeah, yeah,
certainly getting into the groove in the back half of this. See if Giant X can really overturn that and continue this success into the second half.
อ๋อมันเห็นเท้า
จริงๆมันควรจะออกพร้อมนกว่ะ
หรือไม่ก็กระโดดฉีกเป้าไปเลยคนหนึ่งเงี้ย ราะลูกซองทำยากอยู่นะมีอื่นอะไรเนี่ยเนี่ยทำไมจะเอาอะไร
บัฟฮาร์เบอร์นี่ว่ะใจแอนน่ากลัวตอนนี้โคว่ะจริงว่ะเว็บไซต์เชอร์ลีฟนี่แบบพรีเมียมจัด
แมวมันวุ่นวายจริงๆเลยโว้ยเขาตีบอสกันเหรอเฮ้ยไม่ชวนเลย
ประสบการณ์ลิควิดแบบแน่นจัดแต่ละคน
What the hell we're looking at today?
What the hell?
It's madness. It really is. As I said, I'd love to see anyone's pick'ems who predicted this. I could give you Liquid. I'd let you have that one. That's fair. Giant X. Come on now. Come on now. And it's just been brilliant to watch. I can't even be mad about it. I was a little bit worried about it.
Yeah, a little bit concerned, but just waiting for maybe a bite on either side, and that's going exploring.
Relax, Nats. Why is Nats looking so mechanically filthy at the moment?
ใจคอแบบกะเอาหมดเลย
Most deadly players in pistol rounds for Giant X, so a big scalp to claim. No harm, no foul though. Giant X gonna towards spawn.
I guess it's just the rotations, if anything, considering now you only have one on that A side. It does leave me a little bit worried, but maybe happy to just play it out this way, take a bit of a gamble at this point.
I mean, Camo's going to have his hands full here. Does have the paint shell, does have a sheriff to work with. Catches a glimpse of it first. Good damage here. Paint shell could close one out.
ไปแล้วกูวินโย
Kiko picked up Gravino though. They've got to go for this plant now.
Yeah, they do. Still clearing out towards that B side, but it's far too late in the day. Plant is in now.
No util here for Giant X. Still got a flash for Pat to take a smoke. Trex looking good as well. Does have the frenzy in hand.
Aura wants to try and at least get them on to a 3v3, but there's a lot of bodies here. And he just gets outdone in the corner. Camo all too aware, very heads up work from him. Clearing back through, so down to the last two remaining. Make it just one. Still a long cloud. And that's 4 to 5.
45 HP left as well. For the first.
He's done well there. But with the clear on short, even prior to that kill, they knew where he was. Down at 33, defuse is happening. Cloud trying to do some damage on the way down, but will be caught, and defuse was there.
อาจจะต้องมี20 นัดแต่เราถึงจะคัด
20 ก็ไม่คัดแม่งกู้จะเสร็จอยู่
Start of the second half.
ภาพนี้นี่มันดีจริงใช่เหรอคาโมมันยังดูเหมือนภาพแค่ภาพไปนี่เฉยป่ะ
A blessing he goes 1 for 1 in that scenario.
มันไม่ได้ยืดจอแล้ว
Fairly well invested here.
มันออกจากวงการทั้งนั้นนะมันยังโหดๆเลย
จะได้คามิกนะแล้วไปอยู่ M8 แม่งตกชั้นไปข้างล่างอีก
Headshot oriented weapon.
You just don't know what he can do. Oh.
I mean, it used to be a headshot oriented weapon.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, it was a mini phantom, basically, but that pain shell could have been the death of a couple of them, but they are still alive. For now. Camera. They look baffled as to what's going on. They're like, we've only got a corner to play from, careful. But Nats wants to carve them out some space here, create a little bit of security to slip back to, so opting to fight towards short, give up site control. It is a plant, though, coming out for Giant X, so they'll be happy enough with that. If they can cost a couple of weapons, that'd be lovely.
Hey, Nats!
Disagrees. May have had
Hey,
access, but you're
not it.
swiftly removed.
Yes,
How many
yes, yes,
chances
yes.
does this man have?
ห้องน้ำไม่มีต้องอยู่ที่ไหน
Wanted.
คิโกยาคิโกคิโกยาคิโกคิโก
That's Trex to
แม่
fight.
เดี๋ยวเทคจัดให้
Beautiful stuff from Nats.
ตะวังเน็ตจับกองเน็ตเฮ้ยบังซัดลู่ไหม
มันจะผิดทีมอันนี้
Flawless round 2.
เน็ตบอกไม่ใช่ปัญหาครับเราต้องใช้ชนะไว้ก่อน
We've seen some lovely kind of predictive work. Again, like this sort of thing, right?
ดู
He
เก
didn't
ม
even
เซน
see
โหด
West
ชิบหาย
Side.
มันใช้ไป10 นัดอะ3 ตัว
It was
5 นัดอีก
Kiko
1 ตัว
over
เมื่อ
towards
กี้
Hookah earlier.
Going for
เก็บไป
H,
4
right?
ใช้ไป15 นัด
Fuse, chilling. Don't worry, you have it. But nasty little bonus now as well. Look at those leftover weapons, pretty well equipped. This
Peter
puts Giants
4Q.
right under the pressure again. You're starting to see that pedigree start to kick up for Team
เน็ตบอก
Liquid.
แย่งเอ็ดกูไม่ Amazing แฮะ
Early take towards Showers again. Retrieve the orb and we look for something down short here. And keep in mind, Kiko does still have the judge. I don't believe, did he even fire it in the last round at the end now? I know Trex got the kill, but whether or not they're anticipating him positioned here.
Spam on the cross does connect on Cloud, but they can still see that Lamps hasn't got any pressure on it yet. Plant's going to come in, so they've kind of figured out where roughly they will be. This post plant, you're looking at the flank being essential. That's going to be Nats on duty, but when you're against Nats, you're going to have someone posted on this one. But now with that kill coming through, Grabino tries to get active as well. Wants to support a little
แล้ว
closer
ใคร
on
เขา
the
ไปโดน
site.
มอสพิษตาย
Sure he keeps himself there. Nice headshot, but doesn't get much more than just that.
Four still standing here, so damage could be good for Trex, but
Very
able
nice.
to maintain 3 weapons here for Giant X.
And I do love seeing that mirrored awareness. Obviously, Nats on these lurks will be present. Maybe not to that
ทำไม
same
สกอร์
extent
มัน
or
ดู
that
แปล
same
กๆวะพี่
pathing. But you saw that Grabino is going to be kind of posted on that as
สกอ
well.
ร์ยิง
Keep
เหรอ
on the back lines playing the extra fair
ดู
play.
สกอร์
But
เนี่ย
it's
สกอร์
the
ข้างบน
awareness from both sides.
เฮ้ย แมปแรกวอร์ม
You want to
แมปตัวเองด้วยนะ
risk crossing from bench, but overall well handled by
Nice, guys.
Giant
Good
X.
job.
Obviously, the
Nice,
purchase
Cloud.
is going to be fairly comfortable for Liquid to follow that.
Cloud's got ult as well. Anyone else? No. Well, that could be a key factor for this one if they need something. Grouped up. Straight towards this B site. Ara skipping ahead a little.
โอ้โห เอ้า แม่งมีคนไม่บอด
Cloud gonna deny Ara as well. Both catching Team Liquid trying to get proactive down B long. Do they expect Kiko here though? That's the only element that they may not consider. Looking at
แมท
the
มาช่วยเร็ว
util, hard to clear this safely.
Pause for thought, and actually the progress made by Camo.
พูดได้คำเดียวเลยว่าลำบาก
Strong
แล้ว
rotation from Nats, so Giant X, if they do decide to rotate, be very, very disciplined on their clear.
Yeah. They can just kind of pause at this point, right? You're kind of
เฮ้ย
looking
แต่
at that
มุมขาโม่
overextension
นี่
of
แบบ
this.
ยังไงก็ต้องได้1 มุมเนี่ย เฮ้ย
Close.
Well,
you weren't wrong.
Yeah.
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ย
You weren't.
โดนตาเอ้า
Oh no.
เอียงว่ะ
This feels a little
เอา
overcooked.
เงี้ยเข้าแก๊ปไปดิ
Oh, there's,
Wait,
there's,
Nat,
there's
may
too
poi
many cooks in
video.
the kitchen. Oh no. It could be fine. It may not be fine. Nats is on the site. Nats is here. Nats is here. Nats is here. Kiko lines up two, but they clear both out on the site. That's
โอ้โห
more
จ
manageable.
ริง
but
ๆจ
Cameron's
ริง
got
ๆน่า
the
ทำได้ดี
full
กว่านี้
set,
นะ
right? He's
ช็อต
still
เนี้ย
got all his util for this. He's
น่าจะได้
pretty
3
close
นะ
early on. Might have heard that adjustment down long for the post plant. I guess it's where's Grubino. That's the tricky part. We expect maybe a double stack. Oh, heavy feet on the drop down for Camo. Pain shell, not right. Like that for Grubino. Coming back around, supporting West Side in the post plant.
Just like that, next back in control of the game, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Purchase not going to be there for Liquid here, maybe just some pistols. A rifle in hand for Trex potentially.
I mean, they weren't unscathed, but
No.
the trading was good,
Nice.
dealing with that
Love that,
proactive
boys.
approach. Love that.
No.
If you're able to brawl out, maybe there's a real big opportunity here for Giant X to upset already in this best of 5.
ต้องการความรักอะไรขนาดนั้น
Again, very, very impressed they're able to put up these numbers on bind. especially when you're coming in this sort of veto. Liquid could have taken this anywhere they wanted. Now, obviously, Nats might be the one to be challenged. Normally excels on this sort of role.
Fairly all in here from Giant X once more. They're usually a little more disciplined in terms of the anti-ecos, but got control of the site already.
ทำไมมันดูได้เพนแบบชิวๆเลย
Gotta make use of these smokes.
จะวางอยู่แล้วด้าน
Yeah,
บ่าย
they're trying almost to do that kind of pre-take where they're getting the pressure building as early as they can. Aura feels the pressure mounting and
อุ้ย
I mean, he's got
อุ้ย
He
เป็น
gets
เรื่อง
two
เลย
out
นะ
of
แบบ
there. But now
นี้
that's in a 1v2. If there was
Net.
anyone that could. I told you they weren't unscathed, but this is
เมื่อกี้เห็น
wild.
ภาพเลยตอนมันเล็งเข้าไปในลูก้า
Absolutely
ไอ้ในยู
threads
ฮอ
the
มัน
needle.
ถึง
How
อยู่
he
เต็มยู
gets
ฮอ
that just through.
ระเบิดแน่นอน
I mean, because also, what is it? Nats jumping out could have potentially got the third off.
Yeah.
มา
Look
มืด
at
ว่ะ
this.
GX ของแท้ว่ะ
In and just go for it. I thought they.
I mean, thank God Nats hits that shot.
Yeah.
Bro, you saw my ult in the gap?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we did. We absolutely did. Liquid now stopping things. This has been 3 success.
เวลาตอนมาตอนแรกไม่คิดจะโหดขนาดนี้นะ
อาลาโหดจริง
Maybe an impressive individual performance.
Like we were
from
looking for
Aura,
like we were looking for like.
Oh,
I
they
even
look
remember it's like, oh
improved.
yeah, now we're not looking at map wins. We're looking at
Maybe a
Giant X
series,
taking a series here
yeah.
and there. A big name maybe taking a series versus them.
But
not a run. We were
Not
never
a
talking
run.
about a run. We were never talking about a run.
No.
And
but-
Pipson wasn't either.
No.
He was just like week by week.
See how it goes.
Let's see what happens because I'm feeling good about the improvements we're making and people are adjusting to the stage well.
And it feels like it's got, I don't want to say more to give because that implies they're not giving everything now.
EMEA
But
ทีมไหน
there's
ได้ไปปารีส
potentially
บ้าง
further depth to this
GX
roster.
GXTL
Well, I think
Liquid อะ
we've been kind of teased
แล้วก็ Fnatic
what the potential is.
Yeah. We'll see. A lot of ults here. Bloody hell. Good luck, observers. Camel
ใจร้ายกับแนท
west
เกิน
side, but the
ดูมัน
side
จะทำ
under
มันเอาคืนให้นี่ว่ะ
stress. Spike now scaling up, but already Nat
นี่ไง
slips ahead.
มัน
Tries
จะเอา
to
คื
play
นให้
into
ไอ้
that
คาว
cross, punishing anyone who thought it was safe. But Grubino doing the same from that shower push up. Swiftly
ใช้ได้เทค
handled. Team Liquid. Bodies on the right side of the map.
Giant X trying to achieve so much on both sides of this divide. Again, maybe because they don't get over their first. I mean, who's the one to get his first kill here?
Oh, it
Was
was just
crucial.
above, yeah.
Spike down A.
Yeah, we're not necessarily seen him leading the pack in terms of these sight hits previously. So a little bit of a switch up in that regard today. It's never usually the first line of defense is the last line of defense.
Yeah, maybe a couple of things.
Mm. แม่งแม่งทำเอาแบบเบรกเกมเสิร์ฟกันเลย เดี๋ยวไหลไม่ได้
โอ้ยสวยว่ะกูเป็นโยมาแทน
Overall landscape here towards the end of Bind. Showstopper in hand for Camo as well. On the side of Giant X, only really the pit within touching distance.
But we've seen
ผม
rounds
ว่าพอ
like
กัน
this
กัน
go
เริ่ม
back
แย่
to
จะ
their
เริ่มตี
way.
เขายากอะ
Something from nothing.
Yeah, trying to disrespect Nats's util at least on the first line up to this corner. You can already see the adjustment from Team Liquid sitting a bit deeper on that site by Tribox, giving up a little bit of lamps. Trex, easy, gun out. They're really hoping for security that you're not going to find, but Camo's paint shell does. And it's a bit clear from Camo. He's actually investing on top of this too.
ลาก่อยเฮ้ย รอดเฉย
Not bad to draw that out now. Westside gonna look to try and make it costly. Adders group, no way. Okay, relax now.
เว็บไซต์
There shouldn't be any more losses here, Liquid.
No.
I don't want this to get silly.
One more from Grubby would have been exceptional, but
คัดทีนี่เป็นเรื่อง
And it's the guy.
Yeah, 30 seconds as
ถึง
well.
ก็ต้องถอยอ่ะดูดิ
That's plenty of time
เอ
to
อ
cook
น่า
there
กลัว
for
จัด
Westside.
เอมันเดือด
And
มาก
last man alive, right? These are the scenarios.
แต่เราพวกนี้ดู
So
แข่ง
everyone needs
ได้
to
ก่อนๆมา
button up a little bit. Hello.
สั่นกลัว
Alright, scene one.
นี่ไง
Couldn't catch Nats
สอง
on
เชิง
time.
Played by Liquid
Yeah.
really well. You can see the respect being
It
shown.
snapped in, right? It was like something like, okay, let's adjust in that, you know, not even the post bump, but you know, when the spike's down, let's make sure he can't isolate without a trade. Really well done by them, playing safe. And this was against a buy that was very, very light. They had a couple of stingers, some sheriffs. You can see the investment coming through of the ultimate as well for Camo. They're not holding back by any means now.
I think as well, yeah, the showstopper being invested here is don't want to leave anything up to chance. Giant X have shown just how slippery they
ไอ้
can
พวกที่
be.
หันเมาส์แบบเร็วๆแล้วแบบเป้าแบบว่า
To purchases, but
ไปอยู่
back
โพ
on
ซิชันที่หัน
rifles
แบบ
now.
ในจังหวะเดียวที่ดูคิน
Camo actually
แม่งต้องแบบ
upgrading.
โอ้โหเมื่อยแขนไป
โอ้ยพวกนี้มันกล้ามเนื้อเขาเรียกว่าอะไรอ่ะ มือมันแข็งแรง
Left to equalize the scoreline here.
ยิ่งพวกเล่นเมาส์ช้า
มาเครื่องเมมโมรี่มันแบบว่า
Actually catches a
ฝึกมันหนัก
headshot
อ่ะ
cloud in transition. Camo has had
the
freedom
forward position.
previously here.
It's a
This
little
time,
scary.
yeah.
If they're going to take the TP, he'd have been left in a really awkward spot. So you can already see him shifting back a little bit deeper in shower.
Also do have Nats over on site as well.
So that's
He will come through.
What's the plan for?
อุ้ย
Oh,
โอ้โห
God.
แล้วให้
That
ไว
was
แล้ว
lethal.
บอมตกไง
I
เป็น
still
เรื่
feel
อง
like it's only the kneecap just caught there.
เฮ้ย เห็นป่ะ เห็นป่ะ
He's going to know there's another. Oh,
Ui.
it's so good from Camo. They don't know about Nats.
แล้วแนทรออยู่
Playing in
ห
on
วาน
the corner here.
ๆนั่นไง
Completely unexpected position. And you're seeing Team Liquid look a little
รีบ
bit
จัด
more lively
รีบ
now.
จัด
Hold on. Nats just...
Ow.
Don't, what?
แปลก
Huh? Nah, show me that one
That
back.
is a disgusting
Show me that
angle.
one back. I'm not
Come on,
having
man.
that.
Is that from just outside the back
มัน
of
ถึง
lamps?
วิ่งแบบ
It
พุ่ง
had
มา
to
ข
have
ยัน
been,
วะ
right, to catch that. Oh. Cool. You know what? With Flickless and Westside, show me what we can do here.
15 seconds though.
It's and Camo is on duty. I think Westside knows it now. Gonna just keep that rifle. But what was that wall bang? Damn. But still, good round from Camo. Nice to see him playing it out well. Like, he had all that space deep into kind of beyond shower.
Yeah, and,
ใกล้เข้ามาเรื่อย
what's crucial is, yeah, he's gone
Come back long,
unchecked a
yeah.
few times. Like I
Oh,
said,
no.
it's
ๆคัมแบ็ก
about
แล้ว
to
ไม่เข้าฮะ
jump spot, but still he's so low that, I mean, any connections to the wall
no access to
is going to
site
kill him.
Oof.
That's so snappy. But it wasn't even the kneecap, it was so fast.
Oh, what?
Yeah, just on the, the back of lamps here, yeah.
That's nice from Flickless.
Wow, you saw how he killed me? Crazy. Nice, amazing.
how cute
The 10-10.
For a second then I thought we missed it, but yeah, he
Yeah, I
did
was
actually
like,
get all the way into showers, but two rifles in hand here, sheriffs elsewhere for Giant X. As we are tied up now.
Oh.
On Need I Remind You, Liquid's pick here on Bind.
This actually could be a very good grand final. I really hope, because sometimes it's always the game before that's close and exciting.
Oh, it wasn't.
Okay, no, I'm not about the show match. This, you know? But still, no, for me, I'd love to see these two truly show what they're capable of. Such talent across these rosters. For now, though, we saw how much credit Team Liquid put into fighting GX in a buy like this before, using that showstopper. You know, there was no punches pulled. So we'll probably be expecting something similar to that here as well. Gianx looking for someone to overstep, and they're absolutely having none of it.
คราว
โอ้โหชะตาขาดว่ะ
Position.
ตึ้ม
What?
ชะตา
Fabinho
ขาด
swinging that angle.
เรียบร้อย
I can't take it. I can't take it. Nats has a corner. Does he get... Oh, well, there's one. There's a
อร่อย
second. Nobody puts Nats in the corner and gets away with it. Light work again for Liquid, pushing up to 11.
Course correction now paying off for Liquid. One to the good here, 4 in a row.
And Nats is quietly on 24 to 16.
Yeah.
Again, I as much as we know that Nats has been an exceptional player,
เหมือนผมว่า
that was
ก็
beautiful.
วางเป้ามา
But to keep his level of standard through
แต่
time
นัดนี้
is
กู
the
เป็นโย
impressive
รัน
part to me.
รัน
We've
จัด
seen
อะ
other players have
เหมือนเอาพลังของทุกคน
เชื่อไม่กดไว้ถึง
หม
เดียว
ด
ถึงมีแชมป์เหรียญเดียวหรอครับใน
Good
สอง
to
ลีกแล้ว
reinvent himself consistently and still be such an icon in this role.
สเตจหนึ่งมันไม่นับมั้ง
11 to 10 though.
มันต้องเป็น
Lead
แช
now
มป์
in
แบบ
the
ว่า
hands
แชมป์
of
ลีกอะ
Liquid.
ไม่ใช่แชมป์ลีกหรือแชมป์
Tech.
มาสเตอร์อะไร
อุ้ย
Horrible position, just about
It's
making
okay.
away in time.
So almost slightly a little off with Grabinho's utility there. Could have potentially caught, but
yeah.
Regardless, get themselves up long. The orb as well. Westside going to try and catch somebody, but
ไหน
nothing to be found.
นึกว่าไม่มารอบชิงต้องดู
อุ้ย
เป็นแบบแรกนี่นานเลย
And again, a little sloppy on the scaling up here. Gives so much
GG
chances to Trex to capitalize, but it could have been any of the
เฮ้
Liquid
ยยังไงครับ
boys.
3-1
Flickless
บอม
position.
ตกกลางลาน
Oh my god,
Đồn,
getting a
đồn,
taste of
đồn,
his
đồn.
own medicine. After that
ปล่อย
work
มันผิดเลยไหม
earlier
ล่ะ
towards shower. Not an easy
ลงไป
one.
เก็บ
Great
บอมอะ
position to play
วาง
from. Spike not down and planted. Trying to first find Trex, but oh, that'll do it, I guess.
เป็นเรื่องอะไรไง
And
นั่นไง
เฮ้ย
it's looking like a masterclass, and he knows
หรือเปล่า
where Panitek is.
He's got the pit as well now.
He's got
ทำ
5
ไมว่า
bullets
พี
though.
ได้ในแบบอเมริกาไป
24
พีตกคนอ่ะ
seconds. Panitek sitting deeper, now waiting. We're baited. Brett,
ไป
he's
เทค
got
มัน
it.
ไม่พลาดเลย
ตัวนี้พลาดยากครับ
Security down in the form of Panitek.
ตัวนี้พลาด
The
เยอะ
impossible nearly came true.
ไปดีเทคนี่ตั้งแต่ที่โดนเปเปอร์เล็ก
Up to 12
ไปรอบนั้น
here.
นี่ดูเข้มขึ้นนะ
Beautiful B-side hold that wanted to just go toe to toe.
สงสัยทุบมือทุบเจ็บนะ
หลังๆมันสเต็ปอัพจริงเรื่อง
Still
ยิง
kind
ด้วย
of creating some issues
ใครยิง
on the way in, but
อาลา
this is so well played by
กูเห็น
Flickless.
นะโว้ยอะไร
คัดหน่อย
เต็มๆด้วย
ไม่ได้เลยต้องแบบมีบทมีบาทพูดนิดนึงนะ ไม่ได้เลยนี้ผมต้องหน่อย ตามสไตล์
Add another to the tally here for Liquid in this second half. Seeker's available. Trex also has his ult. Camo one away from another showstopper.
ไปแล้วครับ
It's only the pit we mentioned last time, but another orb here, potentially Cloud. Fancying it.
Didn't see. Oh,
Still gets hard cleared.
super aware. Lovely
Wait, yeah,
synergy
now
on the
I'm
Liquid
right.
side here. And you can see the Gianx are just scrambling to find a way in, find some
สาม
safety
รอบ
on
เล
the
ย
sites. But Liquid giving up this space willingly. They're playing from tri-blocks,
ผ
playing
มก็
from
ไม่รู้ว่า
shower.
แต่จะต้องรออัปเดตนะรอเกมอัปเดต
They're getting sent right back to the drawing board.
And Mark's going to be pretty awkward here. You can already see Kiko's taking control outside hookah. So
Oh,
the
look at
That's
that.
in there though.
He just slips straight ahead. He knows to find that timing. A perfect problem to play against, leaving
Mình
on
phải
the
làm
west
tụi em.
side to handle a mountain of
เอ้า
problems.
ไม่โดน
An absolute arsenal of
GG
gear
ครับ
just
GG
pouring
สาม
at them. As
แต่ว่า
west
เป็น
side
บอ
will
ส
have
ไง
to face the music. Or pull off
บอสโดนยิงสี่ข้างแล้ว
his
เนี่ย
lifetime.
เฮ้ย
นี่ไง
At the start.
ดูเป้า
อย่านะอย่าติดตลกนะ
Checkmate
คนนี้
should
บอกก่อน
be right there. Kiko to close and Team Liquid allowing Giant.
ไอ้เทคไม่เหมือนโดนบังคับมาแข่งจริงอะดูแบบไม่มีแบบบทบาทอะไรกับเพื่อนเลย
win this game as well.
And you proved to everybody that you deserve to be here and that you are good enough.
Most important thing trust your teammates.
Let's just see.
สเตจหนึ่งใครเป็นแชมป์นะเฮเรติกปะหรือเฟนาติกนะหรือลิควิดวะงงลืมแต่จำได้ละยิงไฟไปโตลอนโต้พี่โบ๊ท
ใครแชมป์นะ
เฟนาติกที่พี่โบ๊ทเก็บพี่แนทเอาไม่แน่แชมเปี้ยนรอบนี้ทีเฮดอาจจะได้แชมป์ก็ได้นะแล้วมอนเย็ดก็ได้โคจรกลับมาเจอกับเบนจี้อีกรอบ
แต่ฟอร์มมันไม่ค่อยน่าไว้ใจตอนนี้
เนี่ยสกินใหม่สวยป่ะพี่เอ๋ย
สวย
ทองอลาม
ไม่ว่าจะซื้อน่ะ
มันก็ต้องซื้ออยู่แล้วปะเดี๋ยวก็เหมือนแชมป์หนึ่งอีกอะ
พี่พลาดไปปีหนึ่งปี2023แฟนดอล
ผมพลาดแชมป์หนึ่งไป
โอ้
ที่เหลือ
เสียดายจัดเลย
แชมป์หนึ่งแชมป์สอง
มันทำให้รู้ว่า ต้องมีท็อป4แชมป์หรอ
เมื่อไหร่มันจะปล่อยเพลงแชมเปี้ยนวะจริงมันควรปล่อยได้แล้วนะสกินแม่งลีกออกมาแล้วด้วย
รอบนี้ไม่ให้จีนติดท็อปแล้วกัน จีนดูรอบนี้ แต่วันนี้ฟอร์มเห็นฟอร์มเป็นเล็กวันนี้แล้วคือแบบ ยังไงก็ท็อป3แน่นอน ฟอร์มเป็นเล็กวันนี้
XLG ไม่เอาเหรอพี่มันก็กลับมาแล้วนะ
แต่คือดูทั้งหมดอ่ะมันโซนอื่นโหดกว่า
ฉุน
โซนอื่นโหดกว่า
พี่จะดู
โลตัสแต่ครับผมคิดว่า
BLG VCT แชมเปี้ยนชัวร์
โลตัสคิดว่า GX จะได้ครับ
ปืน PRX มี1ถูกแล้วครับ ตอนนี้2023
บิลลี่หรอ ดูบิลลี่ก็ถ้าเทียบกับโซนอื่นโหดกว่าเยอะอะจริง
แต่ถ้าให้ NA กับจีน ถ้าให้ NA กับจีนนะ
มีแค่ G2 ที่เหนือกว่า
ไม่ให้ใครเลย NA อะ
ไม่ให้เลย ไม่ให้ใครเลย ให้แค่ G2 เพราะ NA ทีมอื่นมันห่างกับ G2 มาก แกปมันห่างมากแล้วเซนก็ชอบติดตลก
เซ็นไม่เอาแล้ว
ใช่และ MMA ที่ได้มาก็คือเหมือนแบบบุญเก่า ฟอร์ม MMA ไม่ดีเลย แบบไม่ไหวเลยอ่ะ
เซนนี่คือพี่เคยจะไม่เชื่ออีกต่อไปแล้ว
ไม่เชื่อแล้วรอบนี้
โดนหลอกบ่อยเกิน
ก็คือเซนที่4ที่3อ่ะ แบบโอ้โหน่าจะวีคเกือบสุดเลยอ่ะถ้าเทียบกับโซนอื่นอ่ะ มันแกปมันห่างไป MMA นี่ไม่ต้องพูดถึงเลยเซนตัวเหล่งจัดแต่ตอนนี้ MMA
สักพักไอ้ไม่หาเป็นแชมป์ หมามืดแอดปาร์ตแบบยิง 40-50 ตัวทุกแมตช์เงี้ย
G2 Liquid Paper เล็ก
ไม่ให้ทีเฮดหน่อยเหรอแฟนาติกอะไรเงี้ย
กำลังคิดอยู่ว่าจะเป็น TH หรือ Fnatic
ผมว่าก็ทั้งคู่อะแฟนาติกไม่น่าจะอ่อนข้อง่ายๆผมว่านะ
ถ้าต้องเลือกมา1ทีมระหว่าง TH กับ Heretic เอ้ย TH กับ Fnatic
ผมว่าแฟนาติกว่ะ
แล้วเป็น Fnatic
ทีเฮดนี่ก็ตามภาพอะตอนนี้แต่ถ้ามันกลับมาฟอร์ม 50 ได้ก็ โอเค แพทริกยอมตกรอบเร็วผู้2ชิปไม่น่าใช่แล้วนั้นน่ะ เพราะว่ามันก็ข้ออ้างไปเรื่อยการที่มันได้แข่งก็เหมือนการที่มันได้สคิมอะ มันพูดเอาฮาเปล่าพูดเอามีมเปล่าดูจากสีหน้าขจักก็ไม่ค่อย อืม นี่ดีกว่า G2 เนี่ยแม่งบอกว่าจะสเตจ2ก็ชิวๆยังไงก็เข้ารอบ แม่งไปรอบชิงแล้ว
ก็จะบอกว่านี่มันชิล
นี่คือชิลของ
ใช่
คิดดูดิขนาด G2 บอกชิลๆแม่งยังไปยันรอบชิงก็พี่เอ๋ยพูดผิดตรงไหนอะเพราะ NA มันดูแบบ
ฮะ
เมากาวไปขนาดนี้
โอ้ยนี่เมาจัดเลยตอนเนี้ย
แพทริกต้องหาทำคอมใหม่ จริง ๆ ไอ้ Ascent ทำมาดีแล้วนะ แต่โดนแก้ไวไปหน่อย
ใครอ่ะ
มันโดนอ่านง่ายเกินอะคอมแพทริกอะ
อ๋อ
คอมมันไม่มีอะไรเลย แค่แบบคอนแทคเหลี่ยมเข้าไปเรื่อยๆ วางแท็บอันหนึงเพื่อเอาอินโฟตรงนี้ แล้วก็เอาคมไปวัดอะตามมุมอะ
ก็ไอ้วัน
อืม
ก่อนไม่คมไงกู้เลยอ่ะ
มันดูแบบ นี่ไปหน่อย ผมซื้อ 2G Bundle 2G นะ 2G หรือ G2 นะ 2G ใช่ไหม
บอกให้ซื้อ Bundle 2G เซลซิตช่วยขาย
อืม ผมว่าเซ็นตั้งแต่ขาดเทนไปมันดูแบบ ไม่เต็มสักทีอะนะ มันเดี๋ยวขึ้นเดี๋ยวลงอะต้องยอมรับว่าเทนแม่งเก่งจริงเก่งแบบเก่ง แต่วันนี้ไปออกสายนี่แหละ สายคอนเทนต์ครีเอเตอร์
ตอนนี้เป็นนักเดินทาง
อืม
บินไม่หยุดเลยตอนนี้
ยิ่งไปจีนบ่อยๆ ยิ่งรวยเลยเทน มีเวลาให้แฟนอีก โอ้ สบาย
ทำงานเสร็จแวะเที่ยวสักหน่อย
อืม G2 ชิง DRG เหรอ
เฮ้ย
เฮ้
แต่
ย
แอนมันก็ไหวอยู่นะ
มันก็เป็นไปได้
อันนี้ไม่ใช่แมปมันนะ แมปนี้เป็นแมปที่แจนได้มั่นใจที่สุด
เฮ้ยทำไมมันวัดสเตตกันเองวะ
ไม่รู้จะวัดกับใคร
เคโกะไม่ได้เล่นเลยแบบเนี้ย ไม่ต้องเถียงกันครับ DRX แชมป์ต่อไปโลตัสเหรอ อืม ผมว่าก็โดนลิควิดอีกอะ เชียร์ RQ ให้ตัวเองเข้ารอบแล้ววันนี้ก็มาเชียร์เปเปอร์เล็ก RQ บอกไอ้เนรคุณRQ บอก
ขอพระทำโทษไอ้เฮี้ยนี่อย่างหนัก
เออ จริงๆ DRX บอกว่า เอ้ยผมจริง ๆ ก็อยากเชียร์ RQ อะแต่เมื่อวานพอ RQ ชนะแล้วพาไปเลี้ยง A5 ม่อนดันกินเยอะจัดอะจ่ายไปเป็นล้านอะไรอย่างงี้ก็เลยแบบ ไม่ไหวแล้ว แช่งเลยแล้วกัน จริง ๆ ตอนที่ทารอนตกรอบอะผมใจแป้วอยู่เหมือนกันนะโหวงอยู่แป๊บหนึ่งอะแล้วก็ไปนอนตระหนักคิดได้ไอ้เหี้ยเอ้ยถ้าตอน3 ราวด์สุดท้ายที่ทารอนแพ้นี่โอ้ถ้าเล่นอย่างนั้นก็ คิดว่าเป็นประสบการณ์ไปก่อนแล้วกัน อย่าเพิ่งไปเลย BO5 ครั้งแรก จริง ๆ การได้ไปก็ดีกว่านะครับ เพราะว่า มันได้ไปเก็บประสบการณ์อินเตอร์ ทำใจก่อนแล้วกัน ปีหน้าเจอกัน โหวงเลย เคว้งเลย แม่งเอ้ย มันเคว้งเพราะว่าแบบไอ้ชี่ราวเดียวอะราวเดียวเองน้อง น้องเน้นหน่อยไม่ได้เหรอ? พลาดหลายช็อตเกินไป พลาดเยอะมากครับ ก็น่าจะเป็นประสบการณ์ แต่ก็ไม่ได้ว่านะว่าแบบ เฮ้ย ทำไมมึงเล่นเหี้ยขนาดนี้ อะไรเงี้ย มันหมายความว่า ก็คือก็เข้าใจว่าแม่งเป็น Best of Fight แล้วแบบเป็นราวด์ที่สำคัญที่สุดใน Best of Fight อะ แล้วเป็นสเตจเวทีที่ใหญ่ ๆ ก็เข้าใจก็มีบ้าง แต่ปีหน้าก็ไปตามคะแนนครับ เกาหลีอะไรโดนทารอนหมดตอนนี้ มันดูมือสั่นดิ ตอนที่พิมมี่กำลังแพลนอยู่อะราวด์สุดท้ายก่อนขึ้น OT อะ แล้ว THYY ดันออกไปโบบา โอ้โฮ ยิงไม่โดนเลยแบบ มือไม้สั่นไปหมด พยายามอยากจะปิดเกมมาก ๆ
Does handle.
Kind of then echo that. I want to see Trex. Some good numbers here, looking very, very
จริง ๆ พี่เคว้งยันเมื่อเช้าเลยนะเว้ย แต่พอเล่นอีกเกมเปิดได้ตัวทอง
quite nicely.
วัน
And
นี้
then
ฉลอ
on
ง
the
เลย
counter to that, we're going to check in on Westside as their progress goes, as he's certainly got his work cut out up against his composition, as the desk rightly said. So going into map
ปีหน้าลุ้นเดี๋ยวว่า Force ยังอยู่เปล่า
side, and it will be Team Liquid.
เฮ้ย มันเอาไอ้นี่ตั้งแต่ราวด์แรกเลยเหรอ
Very early test.
อ้าวแล้วมันยังได้ไปตัว
With flying colours, really. But speaking of Trex, already doing well, doubling down, coming away with a bit of a brutal beginning.
Spike in a weird spot as well. Westside's got to make moves towards Patatech and will win out.
จริงปะจ๊ะ
Now, slow things down, potentially a headshot, but Camo's still alive.
วัดเลยครับ โอ้โฮ แล้วยิงตัวโล มา ไหวป่ะแนท เอาเปล่า
โอลั่นทั้งคู่
พี่ผมว่า
This isn't going to be
อ
the
ย่า
battle
เลย
we
พี่แนท
expected
อย่า
between
ไป
the
วัด
two
มันเล
to
ย
kind of characterize
โหด
what we like, but again, a tough challenge here for Westside. Nat's always so calm, commanding these sort of
โอ้โห
scenarios.
ดูมันดิ
Today is
เดือดจัด
Westside's
อะ
day 3 in the pistol round.
Beautiful start for him.
This guy, but
Yep. Again, was waiting for the moment that he was going to progress towards Patatech and finally wins out.
จริง
And another, was he start
โอ้โห
4 for
เป้า
4
จับ
on
จัด
Bind headshots?
You
He
don't
started
lose
3
pistol
for 3
clutches,
here.
bro.
Let's go! Also said on Bind as well.
อย่าไปวัดแม่งเลยไอ้
Always
เว
in
สไซ
the
ด์
pistol rounds, Westside.
แม่งตึง
And again, just overall, I
Hey,
actually
more.
really like Giant X on this map, especially up against Fnatic in their previous game when they really caught my eye, was their ability to understand how Fnatic liked it in that moment, those refights they like to take. I'd hope to see a little bit of that understanding here, but how much
Hey,
longer
Nia,
they had
เจ
to
อท่า
play
ยาก
a great deal, and
เรียบร้อยครับ
Liquid looking
อุ๊ย
lively
เหลื
in
อ
the
1
start here, taking the fight straight
ไปแล้วครับ
down
เก็บข้าว
A1.
เก็บของ
It's not
วิ่งหนี
stopping.
ไปอยู่แล้วครับผม อ้าว
But
จับ
Liquid
คนช้า
is just carrying on.
So a little overcommitment there to
ตากหนึ่ง
Take
เลย
another
น่ะ
casualty. Gravino down to just 1 HP. Look towards Ara and West Side here to find a response, and they're well equipped to do so.
The flash goes back in. Outdone.
ไอ้ยังปืนโคตรทรงพลังเลย
Carrying on this form. Fighting now as 4. Looking to try and burst this smoke. TP taken.
เฮ้ย
That's a player ahead of
เฮ้ย
the
ออกไปเลย
curve here.
ไปเทค
Patek right amongst them. Gravino's got to have an
Ui.
idea, but he's dead. Leaving West Side in a world of trouble. So many bodies to drop. He's found one. A second. Oh
Ui.
my God! What he said, we'd keep an eye on
เป็น
this
ไง
man.
ไอ้หมวก
And we can't take our eyes off him. From 3 to 5, he can't stop winning.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Usually we say, oh, farming eco's fine, but
He shall land he.
dude, this is just insane.
Bloody brilliant.
insane โอ้โหพี่ชายยิงแบบ
Back to back
ยิงแบบนี้อ่ะ
clutches for West Side.
2 ราวมึงเอาไป 8 ตัว
8-0
8
start
0
map 2. A beautiful approach from Liquid.
Love
Take
it, love it,
nothing
love
away
it.
from that.
Oh my word.
รู้
Oh, you lucky boy,
Oh, he's not
you
checked.
lucky boy, you lucky boy, lucky boy. Getting away with daylight robbery, finding 2.
ก็
but
ตอนแร
the
กมัน
rest
ส
of
แปมอยู่
Liquid
เลยออกมาไม่
เอ
เช็ค
อ
wanted to really stamp their authority
ไอ้คนสแปมไม่
on
ใช่คน
this
เช็ค
rubble
วะ
fight. Patek, you're in no man's land, but he wins the fight.
วะ
Again,
โอเค
it's West
เอา
Side.
ละครับ
Oh no.
เหลือบอส
Button up, boys.
เจลบอสกำลังตึงด้วยตอนนี้
Play
บอสไป
together,
ก่อน
getting
1 กันเลย
Oh my
อุ้ย
God.
Thank God.
หรือไปเทคมันมาไง
From Patek there.
มาเหมือนกันมาเหมือนกัน
อ๋อยิง4ปุ๊บพี่
Here to
ปาหมวกในเกมเสร็จลุกขึ้นไปปาหมวกใน
take
จริง
a
เนี่ยเว็บ
breath
ไซ
for
ต์
Liquid.
เห็นไหมเป็นหมวกแก๊ปด้วยนะ
Maybe for us.
Yeah. I mean, again, Gravino getting into such a weird spot with a double TP
โอ้โห
forward.
คม
So it feels like the challenge has been set. The bar's been set from Liquid that we are willing to fight this out.
เป็นอะไร
4-1
สู้กันหน้า A ยับ
Look
เลย
at this. Massive
เป็นเกาหลี
reveal
วะเนี่
as
ย
well. So already Patek,
Ow.
I mean, he's
ตายแล้ว
cleared fast
มัน
on this
มั่น
bird.
ใจไป
Again,
แป๊บ
the
เดียว
tempo's not slowing
แม่ง
down.
เล่น
Tracks!
อุ้ยอุ้ย
Well,
เทคเอาบ้าง
I can't wait to see that one back.
Alright,
because
alright,
what on
Abo.
earth is going on here,
เดี๋ยว
Mike?
ดู
An
Being by what?
explosive start to map 2.
อะไรวะจบเร็วดีวะ
Back and forth,
เออ
blow for blow.
จริงๆโลตัสมึงเล่นมึงตัดครึ่งแบบไปเลยนะเหลือแค่ A อ่ะ
Trex already
Một
picking
thằng
up
điều
the
chụp.
slack, maybe from a slower start to the series, but holding no punches here.
ไลน์อัพ
Nice Chiquita!
ถ้าเกิดไอตัวซ้ายที่มันอยู่ตรง
Well, we asked about Trex and
ดับเบิล
Westside.
มัน
Both
ฟิก
of
ไป
them
แล้ว
now
ค่อยหวยกัน
leading the pack for
Insane.
their side.
ห้องนี้ไม่มีแต่
Has
อิ
the
น
dust
เซน
settled yet? Do we get a
Nope.
touch
ช็อ
of
ตช็อตเว็บ
normalcy?
ไซต์นี่เพิ่งแจ้ง
Probably
เกิด
not
ไป
here.
นี่ธรรมดาไปเลย
Rubinho on the hunt once more with the sheriff. Won't be noted on the cross just yet, but
ใช่เหรอ
Patek also in an unorthodox
จะ
position.
โปรเฟกโดนเลย
Hello.
Does just spot over the
หลุดแล้ว
top.
หลุดแล้ว
Little chip damage though.
Was it Coutinho who hit that mad shot against the op?
มันเหลือเชื่อว่าที่มันยิง
มัน
ไม่
ไม่
ตาย
ได้ยินหรอ
Got to be a bit careful. They've given up the site here. This is ready and available for Giant
แล้วเขาใส่กันชิวๆอย่างเงี้ยเลยนะ
Take their time on the way through though. So you're looking at the retake. You want to see this
เอ
get
อแต่วิน
clean.
นีโคทำไม
No
มันปล่อย
naughtiness,
คิว
no
ขนาดนั้น
silliness.
นะงง
You have a showstopper to work with though as well.
เฮ้ย
Fabinho's the one that does he get? Oh my God, he does. Not another. Okay,
You middle.
gets shut down quickly enough. There was a room for a little bit of something to happen, but it's been dealt with well.
ใจร้อนไปนิด
Leaving 4 up,
มีเว็บไซต์
2
แค่ช็อต
against them. West side is one of them. Avoid
So
his
leave Cหัวปะ
paranoia. Does get caught by the
Yeah, both.
seas. That's rough here. Still going to be
Một phút
decayed
lại.
up, and that's a quick clear for Camo. Comfortable in the end, very well
โดนดึง
controlled.
เอ็นหมดเลย
Team Liquid playing their own game though, very much allowing this seaside to be taken.
ไม่กี่ปีก่อนด้วยนะ ย้อนหลังอะนะ
Feeling very well rehearsed here in terms of retake in general. Again, Ara getting shut down before. I mean, being able to pin somebody down. You don't want to see him rip the showstopper without some sort of.
เออโม่มันเล่นภาพธรรมดาเฉยเลยว่ะ
Nice guys, good job. I take the buff.
ทำไมอ่ะ
Now up to
มัน
3
ขี้
for
เกียจ
Liquid.
ปรับจอแล้วมั้งผมว่านะ
มันเนิร์ฟตัวเองหรือเปล่า
ผมว่ามันขี้เกียจปรับจอ
Crazy.
เล่น
Yeah,
ที
West
ก็
Side's
มาปรับที
first ace.
In the grand finals too.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Well, Dust, I don't want to say settling, because we haven't even seen Cloud get a kill yet.
die.
Flickless yet to get on the board either. It's all been a bit topsy-turvy.
ผิดกัน
And it
ได้
looks
เยอะอ
like
ยู่
a
นะ
fight for Mound. Liquid want to stake their authority
ท่า
on
นี้
this
แบบ
side of the map here. Plenty of bodies behind it. Full intention. Flickless's challenge will be
พี่ว่า
to
ถ้าอี
handle
เดีย
this.
โยรู้มันทันไปยิงนี่เวอร์วะ
They try and re-clear it at any point. So far it looks like no. Continuing their pathing towards and past rubble.
Looks like another retake setup here on A.
ยังไม่เคยเจอโมเมนต์แบบคนตัวจริงแล้วโดนจับได้ที่วะทำไมมันถึงหลอกแล้วมันหลอกสนิทกันตลอดเลย
across the map.
เอาเราเชื่อคนง่ายไง
ไม่แต่เวลาไม่หลอกคุณไม่หลอกอะ
Patek noted.
Yeah, the Prowler connecting so quickly on that one. You're looking at kind of taking the space off the back of the showstopper from Ara. That's should secure the plant. Post plant looking quite nice as well. Still got a player towards door, towards B main on that T side. And pressure given over towards mini door. They've got a really nice amount of space here.
Yeah, well, Camo TP'd back, so probably going to try and find something with his ult here. Set things in motion.
Out of charges.
Already the player.
Kiko and Trex have ult.
Yeah, this could really combine quite nicely. Kiko does indeed do that. Scales off the back of the info. No idea information in the audio, but a quick turn. Rubino is there, but only for a second or two. Flickless.
เกือบเป็นเรื่องจริงเมื่อกี้เป้ามันวางแล้วด้วยนะแต่มันยิงไม่ทันเมื่อกี้ตายก่อน
ถ้าได้กดคลิกไปแล้วก็เรียบร้อย
Working off of the information denial of Trex's and allowing Camo that step more of play.
Face your fear.
Beautiful crunch in and Nats to complement this perfectly. And Camo almost the lamb to the slaughter there. Flickless.
Oh, I thought we had that.
I think he's just
แต่เมื่อ
half
กี้
a
โผล่
second
มัน
ahead
ภาพอ้วน
of
แทน
maybe sticking
นี่มันผู้นำเทรนเลย
in that same spot.
That's a big stat. Kind of showing a lot of that capability in just that previous round.
ตอนนี้เหลือมาคนเดียว
Obviously
เนี่ย
that was with a lot of ultimate.
Tied for best lotus
คนนี้
retakes
ขึ้น
in
ยัง
the
เล่นอยู่
world.
แต่ถ้าเป็นในลิควิดก็เหลือมันคนเดียวแล้ว
Scary statistic, isn't it? So then you feel like you've got to dig so much deeper. You've got to find these
ไอ้
early
ยาพเยอร์
fights.
ก็ใช้
I guess the contrast
ใช้
there
ต
is
ลอดเลยด้วย
looking great at being proactive here as well versus Giant X. Kind of ticking the
ไอ้
other
กระสุน
box.
จะหมดแล้วพี่คาวยังไม่เอาสักคิวเลยนี่หว่า
Again, slightly unorthodox in terms of the opening 6 rounds. Not usually this explosive, but
Take it. Prowler connecting close enough. Patek didn't fancy it. The paranoia is going to go slightly aside, so does allow for the retreat. But it burns a lot of that utility on the way out just to claim over here towards rubble. Try and build up towards A. Right now, this is probably the right side, but you've still got to do more work if you are going for that stat. If you're Giant X, you've got to dig deeper in some of these ways. You can't play a traditional post plant. But Patek's still around, taking a lot of damage. Is cleared. Man to the grip now. Plants come in, but all invested from Nats.
แนทโอ้โห
spam onto Cloud as well. Kiko.
อุ้ย
Magnificent work from Kiko.
โอ้โหระเบิด
And
อัดห
again,
น้า
it may not be a full retake, but a pre-take, but it's perfect nonetheless. Rubino dealt with. You thought maybe.
เดี๋ยวนี้แม่งใครโดนในท่านี้นี่คือจบเลยนะ
Nats had a plan.
กระโดดฉีกเป้า
And Liquid execute it so well.
มันยังเล่นเมาส์มีสายอยู่ไอ้เช็ค
Allowing Giant X to really set themselves up.
มันมีวันหนึ่งมันไม่ได้เล่นมันเล่นไวเลสวันเดียวอะ
เมาส์มันพังเลย
มันใช้ WL หรือเปล่ารู้ไม่ผิด
Steamroll approach that Giant
แล้ววันนั้นมันก็ลั่นด้วยนะ
trying to rely on.
Yo, I need some backup, guys.
พอมาอีกวันหนึ่งมันก็กลับมามีสายงงกัน
That's 5 now.
เพราะเขาแบบใช้แล้วก็ไม่เห็นจะดีขึ้นเยอะไม่โดนเดินดีกว่า
Getting on site, doing okay, but they need to do more in the post plant. You can't allow them freedom to execute these retakes as they've been doing. But this round tougher to make it stick, right? You've got stingers, you've got sheriffs. Clearing the wall nice and early, 1 minute 20.
Ow, Jay, doing.
Be the grand surprise, but actually it's Nats in no man's land. I was worried about.
We did.
Of course he gets that. The synergy there from Trex investing that, just saving him pretty much.
Still looking to spam through, but I mean West Side down to 5, Ara down to 41.
It just feels like no matter the situation, they have a bailout plan. Cool, last round, Patek goes down. I thought, right, big chance for the plant. No, you've got Nats right there. This round. Camo goes down. Okay, Nats, no man's land, could be punished. No. Brilliant horn coming over from Trex, bailing out Nats and at least keeping them at a 3v3 with that additional damage done.
The timing on the reveal was just
perfect.
Simply magical.
West side.
30 seconds.
Let's get a little further ahead of this. Again, without a kill here, it's not going to feel comfortable at all for Giant X.
And Liquid have got to know that too. They don't want to give them that window of chance.
เฮ้ยพี่ขาวผมบอกว่ายิงแม่งเอาใหญ่
Give them the window of chance. But Tech is still here. 13 seconds, but he's lost track of where Aura may be. Sends a paranoia, but Aura takes that as the green light. Time to go, time to find the man, and he does. Bullet to the back and a pace safeguard thrifty in the bag for Giant X.
น่าจะถอยไปเราวางกันนะ
Giant X feel like
ตัดสินใจพลาดเลย
landing all of these chaotic exchanges. The timing is insane. Beautiful round, but the credit goes to Giant X. Able to plug the leak in terms of this timeline so far. Operator in hand now though for Kiko. So maybe an indicator of things slowing
กดพลัง
down
เอา
a
ให้
little
ก่อน
bit
เนี่ย
for Liquid.
เดี๋ยวทีมอื่นไม่ได้เกิด
Giant X, no signs of slowing down on their part.
No, and now Kiko gets played in. Door got broken, and then Nats to punish anyone trying to cross up towards side there. It's Rubino who's been let off the leash here a little bit, and he gets two. Camo maybe ahead of the pack there, thinking he could slip down towards side, but that's not the case by any means. Oh, the
So close to spawn tracks.
Smoke gonna go in, but they're already ahead of it.
ไม่เช็คดอก
with a exceptional round.
ไม่เช็คเฉย
Trex gonna deny. And a lazy crossback to not imagine anyone could have been there.
โดนนะเนี่ยไปๆ
He's
มา
going
เนี่ย
to put Cloud in a predicament, trying to play his life here. There is that late flank
Wee,
on around, but
Cloud.
Cloud don't need it. Tries to go for it, but the eventual death
Hot
of
up.
Aura comes in. Giant X
พี่
starting
ขาว
to
ก็มา
claw
วัน
this
นี้
back.
Rubino's been so aggressive with these TPs. And almost not anticipating how close he was in this first contact, but able to close down the kill on Nats and then follow up on Camo, which is the first player looking to flood back in for Liquid. And yeah, you're right, just maybe an extra step past the box here. Sets Trex up for a kill. But maybe chance here for Giant X to stabilize a little bit. Just one round to find.
ทำไมคนชอบมานั่งรับกระสุนตรงนี้นะ
Look at the
มันจะไม่เป็นมุม P5 ด้วย
ทางฝั่งหมู่กันนะต้องออกนะ
When you have such a strong retake percentage as
ประ
well.
จำเลยนะ
มาดูทรงว่าแบบ
Starts, you still
ออก
have that
ออกไปกดดันได้เปล่า
back out if there is a lot of
ได้
pressure
ลับเบิล
on
ก็
that, so they feel they have to fill the gap, but
มาแล้วครับ
super proactive in rotation.
เอ้า
Kiko
แล้วไปว้าวมาทางนี้เฉย
ว้าวมาหาเฉยเลย
Now Giant X down
He
to
served.
4.
ดูตรงนี้
Have a
เอาไหม
showstopper of their
เอาไหม
own though.
เอาไหม
Now, unfortunately, it's just the util from Flickless to try and find some space in. Cloud gonna send his through. I think we'll catch one.
ตามเส้นสายตามเส้นสาย
Know about this
เอ้า
box. Only amplifies, and Liquid know about it too, sitting super deep
Nè.
on this, and that shot. West side
Ui,
doubling
West
down,
side.
getting a double reward.
วิ่ดีนะคิโกะมันคม
Quickly traded
นึก
back
ว่าจะ
in
มี
by
ช็อต
Kiko
ปฏิหาร
with
ให้
that
ดู
plot
เมื่อ
in
กี้ถ้าแบบ
play.
ไม่คมแบบ
Down to
เฉียด
the
ที่
two
โดน
lanes,
นะ
Flickless and
ถ้า
Cloud.
ให้ไม่ไวอะโดนเว็บไซ
เอ
ต์
อ
For Cloud to play
รอ
from,
กด
but
ต่อแล้วอะ
Flickless could be in danger here. Cloud does clear Trex.
Ui.
Hả?
Flickless finds his man. That
หมดเลยครับ
brilliant. Giant X still very much in this fight.
Absolutely. A little overzealous in terms of the approach to the pit here, but maybe trying to capitalize on the TP from Patstech. All tied up now, and Liquid. Again, just trying to get a little bit
อูน
cheeky
โยนคิดอะไรอยู่วะ
to maybe get
มันการลัก
behind
ไก่ออกมาแล้ว
Kiko.
ยิงกิโกะเลยแน่เลย
Yeah, you can see Trex is so far ahead of the curve here. I think it's because Patstech, he's TP'd from such a deep position.
ใช่นะ
that
อัน
he's
ตี
not
แบบเพื่อน
really
ถ้าแบบ
in.
ว่ามุมดีๆการันตีเลย เอ้า
Hang on, what?
Well, I think Giant X got a good idea of what Team Liquid wanted to do that time.
Yeah.
I thought he shot the clone for
I
a
thought
second.
it was way off from actually where
เรีย
Camo
บร้อย
was,
ครับ
but
ตื่นจากผวังค์ตอนนี้ใจแอน
The issue then remains that yes, Nats does have his ult, so does Trex. What are you meant to do with these weapons? You've still got another round of
แต่มีแค่เชอร์ลีฟไง
Regulation
โดดเดี่ยว
here in the
สุด
ไม่
first
อยาก
อุ้ย
half.
มีแค่
Nats,
เชอร์ลีฟไง
you're not meant to get any more from here. Nats, you're not meant to be getting any more from here. Does
Mm,
finally get
nakasuot,
put
may
to
mod
bed
na.
by Grubinho, but they've suffered casualties on the way to this point, leaving Kiko in a not impossible situation. Just
นะครับ TLGX Fnatic
Look,
ที่เห็น
Kiko's quite good at this game, as Grubinho's just found out, and now suddenly the alarm bells start ringing. But does Kiko consider the cross? He does not. Ara, the safety net of the round, making sure Giants can hold in this post plant.
Last round
And
in the
in
half.
the blink of an eye,
Yep, that's
4 rounds now found. Will put Giant X ahead. What a way to fight back in to the second map. Nats and Trex will bring ultimates into this round. The Giant X, nothing but the TP.
They are mine.
Certainly the benefit of momentum now.
I'll find you.
That's looking at the users very proactively.
Just look at the other side of the map.
Yeah.
This could set them up
Well,
very
it's going to
nicely.
force them back out of the zone.
Yeah, but do they know about West Side? Now they certainly do.
Oi.
And there's Trexo in response. The brawl, the battle for spawn kicks off, and West Side's in a world of trouble. Trying to get away, but he
โอ้
gets
ยิง
banned
ตามเส้น
down.
เลย
Trex on the hunt, leaving Rubinho in a 1v2. This is possible though, Mike. He's got a lot of kit
NA
to
มี
play with.
NRG G2
2 smokes in 5
Sen
seconds
đó.
of paranoia, but
อุ้ยทีมอะไรวะ
they're
ไม่
way
เบีย
closer than I was expecting.
Yeah, got both
Oi.
smokes back in place. Still has his paranoia
ยังไงครับ
and the TP.
เห็นปืนนี่ไหมปืนของใคร
You know, opting
ปืนของ
to
แนท
play
ไง
in tree.
เขาบอกนี้
Back now for Trex. What goes in?
He
Hides.
avoids it.
That's smart. Pause for thought, maybe a slight doubt in the paranoia.
เฮ้ยเอาวาร์ปไง
Perfect. But now they try and gap close back.
โอ้ย
Rubinho!
ฉีกเป้าไม่เอาหมด
Work from him.
เชี่ย
Three in the round and 2 critical kills for the Red Bull clutch to close out this half with a solid advantage at 7.
โอ้โห
I mean, what a
จะบ้า
turnaround
จัด
from Giant X.
Unbelievable.
this guy
5 of their own unanswered. And to
เขาอุตส่าห์กระโดดฉีกเป้า ไอ้นี่ฟิกเข้าหัว
ปืนพี่แนทไง
ลิขิตไปชิวเหมือนจะโดนแบบหนึ่งแล้วแม่อุ้ยมันผัดกันเดือดเลยเนี่ยหรือจริงๆแล้วเป็นเพราะแฟนทอมกระบอกนั้น
คนว่า
เราอาจจะต้องใช้แฟนทอมเน็ตปะรอเข้าร้านก่อน
แจนเอกมันโหดขนาดไหนอะขนาดวิทยังไม่ไหวอะวิทมีเดิร์ก2 คนอะยังเอาไม่ลง เติมที่ Richman Shop เลยครับ เติมถูกเติมไวผ่อนได้มีเงินคืน มีกิจกรรมด้วย หมดยังวะเนี่ย วันที่ 1 แล้ว ถึงวันไหนวะ ถ้าเราไม่รู้ว่าถึงวันไหนนะครับ
Richman
นี่เลย
Shop
ครับ
จัดกิจกรรม Mid Year แจกสนั่นมันกลางปี แจก Nintendo Switch 2 แค่เติมเกมบนเว็บก็มีสิทธิ์เป็นเจ้าของ แอดไลน์สอบถามหรือดูรายละเอียดที่ลิงก์ข้างล่างเลย
ถึง 25 สค. เฮ้ย ตั้ง 25 วัน กิจกรรมยาวๆ สกิปแอด เอาเหี้ยแปลกๆแล้วสค. ปีไหน นี่1 กันยาไปแล้ว หมดไปนานแล้ว
I guess with the benefactors of slowing things down. They got the
มาโฟกัสเกมเนี่ย
money under their belt.
เราอยู่ในอดีตเหรอ
Came out with a
รัส
2-round
ซี
lead.
เลยเหรอ
So to remind you, we were keeping Westside in check. Bit of a pistol
ก็ยังไม่ดูเลย
so
เนาะ
far, but again, not an easy position to play from. But support from Flickless going to make matters a little easier to pallet.
เฮ้ย
Check down to 45 and
โอ้โห
overwhelmed. Didn't expect the timing.
เหมือนลิควิดมันรู้จังหวะ
ที่ไม่อัพเพจในช่วงนี้พี่ทำงานจนรวน
เน็ตจะหมดแล้วคนมันจะแบบ
Trying to remain.
หลบอ่ะ
I mean, that was an ambitious angle to stick.
Yeah, maybe just looking to catch somebody off guard now, but Aro and Grubby. I mean, the nade. Yeah, it's going to stop the plant for the time being, actually. It does have Grubinho as well. No paranoia, just one smoke to work with.
โอ้ยเหี้ยแล้วกูบังจอ
On the way in, but down to 20 HP.
And you're going to look at the positioning here. Trying to see how it's going to work out. It's not. Trex there. Taking that critical step in the second half for Team Liquid. A chance to close the scoreline up. And deny some of those woes. But again, we will be keeping check on how well Westside can handle this pressure. And is Liquid going to try and exploit that throughout?
See here, waiting things out in the cage. He's spammed away a little bit and just a glance to his left. Ultimately his demise. Come back in very invested here in round two. Again, more respect shown to Giant X's capabilities in terms of an eco round. There's only classics here though, no sheriffs.
These players should be heard by Trex. That's a lot of information. Yeah, readies himself for that. Can expect more and does. Simple stuff for Trex on this corner. No way by those footsteps beating on past, but Westside. So you get played in, or do Liquid play this safe?
โอเค
เอ๊ะ
ครับ
เลยไหม
Thriving
เอ๊ะ
here.
อารม
เอ๊ะ
ณ์ฮะ
Easy farm for him. Westside, I think the pennies dropped.
Far enough away not to give anything away to Trex. Said we had a sheriff, maybe a couple to be found here for Westside, but see pretty early on.
Let's have a little look. What you got for us?
I mean, Liquid's Ninja
โอ้มัน
Diffuse
ซื้อปืนแบบ
discipline
มั่น
should
ใจ
be
จัด
an
อะ
all-time
ไอ้ลิ
high.
ควิดอะ
พร้อมที่จะไปต่อ
เออ
Michael
โหดเหี้ยมจัด
Magnum
จัด
somewhere is grinning from ear to ear.
leans forward watching.
มีเหตุผลอะไรที่จะต้องอ่อน
If
ข้อ
I'm
ครับ
Camo,
If I'm Camo, I'm dying. I'm dying to the
I'm
spike.
dying to spike go down. Lost a Vandal. The last possible second you can go for it.
มันแน่ไม่มีคนหลงนะไม่มีคนหลง
No, I was kind of a little curious because that plant
I was only
in the
worried 'cause
corner.
it's
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
was only worried.
yeah.
พี่ว่าถ้าเกิดมันกู้ก่อนนะว้าวุ่นเลยอะ
ต้องมีตาหนึ่งคนน่ะเสือสลามายิงอะเพราะว่าโยรู้มันอยู่ใกล้อยู่
At 7 apiece.
แต่มันนับแล้วว่าไม่ทัน
Like
ฮาโม
By
อะ
the way, yeah,
comes out.
Trex sitting at 18 kills but 14 assists so far.
Look, this is kind of what we wanted to touch on, though, is him in a role that he's comfortable in, that he's thrived in the past. Yes, he just had an absolute eco-cobra of a round, but it's the assists that stand out to me. He's playing his role well. This looks much better, much more comfortable. Uh-oh. Hello. Yeah. A lot of faith in that Prowler there, Cloud. And
เสียเหลี่ยม
apparently,
ของแท้ช็อตนี้
did Aura get seen? I don't know
No.
if he did.
No, unchecked as of yet.
Oh. They can rotate freely.
Patty down to 21 as well.
See what the mid-rounding's looking like. Cloud down, can kind of lead. We'll be able to watching the boys, but on the other side, obviously, Nats having to figure this one out on the fly. And a lovely re-clear from Grabinho, finding Camo. And this is, I mean, it's on Nats here. This is the bonus round, but look at the damage there. Oh, come on!
พรมแมน
เฮ้ย
That's,
คู่นี้อีกแล้ว
this is
เอา
three
ว่ะ
in the round, and the next
น่าจะ
one
แก้มือหรือเปล่าเดี๋ยวโดนต่อ
would be the win in this. And Westside having to take that arduous trail, that path, all the way.
Oh, he just spotted him.
เฮ้ยแนนบอกโอ้โห
He get
เนี่ย
out time.
ต้อง
No.
ทำขนาดนี้เลยเหรอวะ
Wait this one out. Plenty of time left to work with, though. I still have his camp.
พี่ว่าแนทได้แนทได้
Did
เปรี
win
ยบ
out previously versus Nats. Can he do it
เว็บ
once
ไซต์
more
มันยัง
here
เบื่อ
in
อยู่
round
เลยว่าแนท
15?
มันรีโพซิชันแล้วเปล่าดูดิ
Side. Go
Nia.
for it, but man, there's no one quite like Nats, is there? A Red Bull clutch like that. It just felt like that was Giant X's round, and he just snatches it right back away.
I mean, the two to open this up as well. Yeah, the follow on to Gravino. And then onto Flickless.
มันยิงแบบนิ่งจัด
Powerhouse.
Beautifully done. Another 4K for Nats.
My bad on that, guys. Nice fire.
นายก็ยิงมันได้โหดเหมือนกันนี่หว่าแนท
Three in a
มันจับเป็นท่อ
row.
มอ่ะ
Was looking to repeat the first half once more.
It only happens in fives. That's how this game's going to work. And Nats with more opportunity to punish. Still sitting on that outlaw. You can see on the other side, only light shields, if any shields.
My camera is destroyed.
And a switch up of a setup. Going to be West Side playing from the A site, but well, don't peek that. God, that was brutal.
West Side's not been caught yet, so a chance, but Camo removes that very quickly. Flank coming through.
That's a tag.
Yeah, tag on.
Scares the life out. What can't Nats do? And it plays in camo, right? You're trying to focus on that
Camo,
utility.
okay.
Camo gets to free farm it out. One away from all. That's lovely for him. And Liquid with 4 standing, finding some real stability here, Mike.
Yeah.
That bank is going to be thriving.
Starting to stretch their legs once more here on Lotus. Need a big response from Giant X. They have to make a go of things here.
No problem.
A crucial buy round here in round 17.
Do have, what is it, Nightfall for Trex there. Still got the Outlaw, and rightly so. 3 on the light shields on the other side. This could be a tough one to handle. This is another challenge for Westside. The desk were worried about him being potentially, I don't want to say abused in this, but that utility broken. That position forced out of place. Now we'll see how well he can handle this. Calling in the cavalry, but we can already see Liquid quick on these rotations.
Let's deal with Utah, but Giant X looking to actually clear back out to Mound. No catch on the Prowler. Camo now going to try and pave the way for Liquid towards B. Spot out one.
You can see this lovely synergy they have. They did this before. This time around, Ara fast to try and escape. Takes a load of damage for it. Flickless then trying to backfill the site, but it's Camo to try and resecure. They're trying to brawl out for this little bit of space, and Camo chomping at the bit to try and defend. Kiko with a shot through the smoke, finds connection, but Cloud on the swing through the smoke, stunning from him. But the dominoes falling on both sides here. Plum not in play, but with Nat still alive, there's still a threat.
โอ้ยเหลือตัวลั่น2 ตัวเลยด้วย
Not easy.
เฮ้ย
And a wall off for Westside. It was a jump scare.
ทีเผลอ
Trying to catch him in there. Heals. Palatech.
GG.
So heads up about that.
There'll be some credits left in the bank here, but there'll be a broken purchase here for Giant X.
5 in a row, Mike.
They just get locked out from these smokes. But again, you can see the C's catching one, but Giant X is so hesitant to commit back into that. A third instance, by the way, of 5 in a row
The clock is
in this one map.
Yeah, already just going to be seeing that broken by with Giant X. Those 2 Guardian Sheriffs under the gun. And Liquid fully in form
ถือ
now.
ว่าเป็นวันที่ดีครับ
And once again, Westside back in that really tricky spot. He can feel the pressure mounting. Swept aside like nothing. And Flickless this time can't really help. Goes down trying to help, but it matters not as Gravino now sees TP doesn't fully get away. Makes a decent chunk of damage, and Liquid just looks so scary. God. Nico, can you calm down a bit, man? There's
จังหวะนี้แหละครับ
people on your team who want to get a kill. Matt's trying to now bomb for himself, but it's Cloud trying to put up some numbers back. Trying to play back towards C.
จบป่ะ
They're still on this
ต้องอันติ
side.
แล้วเพราะว่าจังหวะเนี้ย แล้วก็คัด
They don't need to. Cloud's work feels almost
ไม่
never
มีอะไร
ending
เสียได้กว่านี้อีกแล้ว
to push that boulder up that hill.
เสียได้อยู่พี่
Cloud
อ๋อได้อยู่
first fight
นี่ไง
can't get past the start. Camo there, and we've seen it in those blocks of 5. But it's Liquid's taking that one step further.
Yeah, really starting to elevate now. Total control of Lotus. A 4-round lead now.
ไม่อยากจะอย่างนั้นอย่างนี้นะแต่ขอที่สองได้ไหมพี่แนท
Nice, guys. Good seat, guys. Come on.
Obviously a good
อ่ะ
position
ให้
in
ลิควิด
terms of
ที่
the
สองอะนะ
ultimates as well.
ตีสองตีสอง
อ๋อ
They have to make a stand here in round 19.
น่าจะทันอยู่นะพี่แนทดูในกาเมื่อกี้แล้ว
ขอไม่เกินตีสามอะสุดๆเลย
ซันเซ็ตเดี๋ยวจัดให้งาม
ๆ
ไม่อย่าไปเทคเอาให้ก่อน
Valiant attempt,
ไป
but
ไหมเลย
Cloud is in a world of trouble here.
อุ้ย
He
เท
can't
ค
get out alive and no one can save him. Aura too deep on the corner, doesn't want to put his life on the line
แฟน
for
เตี่ย
it.
วไปช่วยเลยวะเมื่อกี้
And
อ่ะ
they think we get to walk away, man to the good.
ต้องบอกเมื่อกี้ต้องโดดออกมาแล้วป่ะตอนเพื่อนจะ
โอ้
ตาย
โห
อะ
ว่าข้างกันดันเลย
เออโอ้โหจริงโดดออกมานี่ไม่ตายแล้ว
swinging out here,
ไอ้
but
ขาวไม่ตายแล้ว
Grubby fully caught with the flash and isolated. This is around where actually
จิตใจมันจะรักเพื่อนเลย
what would be West Side setup.
แล้วเดินมาไซส์บอสแล้วบอสแบบโฮแองเกิลรอครับ
แต่แบบนี้บอสจะไม่ได้โชว์อะไรตรงนี้ไซนี่ออโร่เข้าลุ้น
คือง่ายๆอ่ะ2ราวแรกบอสยิงไป8อ่ะตอนนี้บอสยิง11บอสหมดแล้วของ
Okay, Flickless did actually get away with 2 there, so bring them back to a manageable scenario. Let's see what Camo and Trax can achieve here, though. They'd love a plant that would at least get
คิด
the
ว่าต้อง
tunnel
มี
on
อะไร
the
ดี
side,
ให้ดู
but
แน่เลยวินนี้
I was got the showstoppers.
เหลือ2ตัวลั่นเหมือนเดิม
gonna hear those steps.
เฮ้ยมันเอาไอ้เด็กไปเดินล่อ
เหมือนเดิมครับผม
โอ้โดนล่อซื้อ
Picture perfect, and now they can cancel on that. They've got
เสียทรง
Well, they're going back. He's like I said, he's got showstopper for the pace.
อันนี้เขาเรียกว่าเสียเชิง
To actually invest
เสีย
it.
เจ้าจริง
Can't pressure the plant now. It becomes so difficult with this operator.
He's got the kill for it, though, and he's got the kill. A chance made for Camo, spotted. Aura, this needs to be magnificent from him. Does he get given the chance to play? You can see it. Camo is out of there. But how far away is Camo gone?
Hang on.
Camo, you got to get back fast. Camo.
Oi.
No. He actually might get away with it. Aura. Well played from him, but Camo, I
ไม่
think,
น่าจะเกิดขึ้นได้ครับ
lost
ช็อตแบบ
in
นี้
that. They did everything right. I
กำลัง
love that
เมื่อกี้มันน่าก็
sound
ช
base.
นะนะแต่มันเรื่องที่จะลุก
Of him being chased down. I mean, the flash is beautiful there, actually, straight out. But again, this is the switch up to kind of get ahead of Liquid.
30
แต่
seconds.
ช็อตนี้
Bullying
ฟิกเล
West
ต
Side
มัน
once
รัก
more.
ไก่
By
ส
the
วย
way, getting bullied is
ไม่
still
ยิงตอนแรก
14.
Yeah.
จานมันแข่งเลย
Was a concern, obviously, from the desk, and see the frustration
เฮ้ย
shown
ไม่
there
ต้อง
from
กุมขนาด
Camo.
นั้น
We'll see it.
จะหักจอแล้วเมื่อกี้นิด
เอ
นึ
อ
งอ่ะ
ช็อตแบบนี้ใครๆมันก็พลาดกันได้ปะวะโดนอันติมันก็ต้องวิ่งอยู่แล้วเป็นเรื่องปกติแค่วัดดวงไปว่าเมื่อกี้มันกู้จริงหรือเปล่า
โอ้โหแล้วเทคมันลั่นนัดจริงดูดิทั้งยิงทั้งจ่ายอ่ะ
ทำไมนึกถึงไอ้นี่เลยบทนั้นนะ
แต่ก็ยังไม่ลืมแมตช์ที่มัน
Social
หลุดอยู่ดีอ่ะ
เอกบอกขอเวลาหน่อย
มีอยู่ช่วงนึงมันแม่นจัดแต่ชมมันไม่หยุดเลยมีพอมาอีกอาทิตย์หนึ่งงงมันหลุดเลยอะ
8ผมอยากให้ไอ้คัมแบ็กมันได้กลับมาเล่นเทียร์1ว่ะ
เอามาแทนใครอ่ะ
Then you could
มันเพิ่งมาเองอะ
either
พี่
double back and go for it. That's fine, but
ต้องพิสูจน์เหรอ
like the concept.
แค่นี้ก็พิสูจน์
Did
เตียง
fall
ได้
short
เยอะ
in
นะ
the
ว่า
final
มัน
moments
ควรจะ
there,
เปลี่ยน
but
ชื่ออะ
still.
ไม่ดีพี่พิสูจน์ในเรื่องดีๆนี่เรื่องอื่น
อ๋อ
ดูการเล่นอะไรมันก็เล่นได้ไงฉันไม่ถ้าไม่นับการโดนคัมแบ็กนี่ก็
Let's see how they look
ชื่อไม่
here.
กับประมงคล
Elevating again and again, it feels like.
ควรจะเปลี่ยนก่อนเหรอชื่ออย่างแรก
Aura in their path this time.
เฮ้ย
Did he
โด
get
น
the
เท้า
leg? He did. Kiko gets caught by that, and they try and then speed up the pace, but you're looking at the pinch coming through from B main as well.
That was necessary. Capitalize
โดนเบรก
off of this.
ก็อยากให้ทีมในลีกเป็นมินนี่ขึ้นมา
Keep their heads on a swivel here.
ได้เลยนะมินนี่เอง
มินนี่นี่แบบ
Denying that
โคต
pinch
ร
in
โหด
towards
อ่ะ
B. But the plant's going to come in towards the A side, and Camo going walkabouts. Barrel spotted, player noted. Bye West side.
ไม่ได้เล่นเลย
Straight
ครับ
out
เป็น
from
ไซส์แม
Aura,
ป
sitting
นี้
up towards heaven.
ได้เล่นแค่2 ราวแรก
เป็นแบทเกมจริง
Rubinho a mile away, but
คือ
gonna
ด้วย
be
ตำแหน่
hurt.
งของมันอ่ะ
Trex
มัน
not
ต้อง
clean
หัว
enough in the first
Pick
step.
what mod.
Second is fine. And now Giant X have a mountain to climb to just get back towards the site.
น่าจะจบ
3v4
3-8
now
จริง
for
อัน
them.
นี้
Still got the operators to consider as well. They need that to do some work here on the way in. Giant X have got up close.
Ui.
They found 2.
จะจบ
The fact they were able to
13-8
get
จริง
that close really leaves me scratching my head, but
Ui.
Kiko still alive and breathing, gets put to death finally. Defuse though underway. There's no stopping this one. Trex can't deny it.
จบ 13-8 จริง
To life. Giant X not going down
รี
and
เท
not
ค
out
อยู่
yet.
ที่ก็รีเทคได้เฉย
Chipping away at that cushion that Liquid have.
คัมแบ็กกับฟุตอะครับไอ้กับฟุตต่อพี่ให้โอกาสฟุต
I
อี
think
ก
West
1 ปี
Side
ครับผม
total faith that
ขนาดแมนยูยังให้โอกาสโอนนาตั้งหลายปีเลยทำไมฟุตจะให้โอกาสฟุตหลายปีไม่ได้
because it's so easy to trade that.
น่าจะจบ 13-8
What is that?
Reasonable things. Well, that's
Kiko
two.
was in like 30 HP as well, by the way.
Yeah. Aura now.
เนี่ยพอพี่เอ๋ยเจอแบบนี้เขาก็จำแต่ในด้านนี้
Holding
ไง
active
ใช่ไหม
west side on this A side of the map.
ด้านดีๆเขาก็ลืมไปหม
Like
ด
this
แล้ว
approach, putting a little bit more pressure on towards
อะไรนะ
claiming a little bit of
เมื่อ
the
พี่เอ๋ย
space,
เจิม
but
เนี่ย
the best
13-8
utility
เนี่ย
if they
เขา
want
คน
this
เขาก็
control
จำไง
B.
โอ้โห
ส่วนไอ้ที่เจิมเป็นเล็กไปนี่ไม่
West side got a punish on the
เนี่ย
back.
เขาลื
They
มไปกัน
catch
หมด
one
แล้ว
in the heels, maybe just straight through the cage. And there's
เฮ้ย
the walk on the smoke. being
What?
crowd
กี่รอบ
rewarded.
จาก
It's
ช็อตนี้
high risk, and there's the high reward. 2 men to the good here early for Giant X. Very much got a good read on what they could have been trying.
Trex has found Flickless.
Hello?
in
ไอ้
the
ฟิกเลต
smoke.
งงเลยเอ้า
What is going on in these rounds?
เฮ้ยเทค อะไรวะเนี่ย
That's
Alright.
beautiful
He shine
as a
land.
crowd as well.
They've got 2 back. They've somehow evened this to a 3v3. The HP is drear.
Chico die.
Trex, how are you doing this?
Huh?
Even our observers are baffled.
ไอ้เทคมันอะไรวะเนี่ย
West side trying to find anywhere to fight from. Trex has just had a mental round. 4 kills. I know we saw 1 at the end. How many others did he see?
เดี๋ยวไอ้เทคมันยิงยังไงของมันอะ
Absolutely
ไอ้ตัวแรกทะลุสโมกไอ้ตัวสองแบบ
up to
คม
26 now. Quiet to start on map 1. I mean,
Game
he's not even
said.
in the corner. He's pre-firing like behind the box.
Just saw. This one?
Yeah, I mean,
ๆเหมือนให้แค่พีไฟชิว
Nikita, wow, nice.
Didn't
so
smile.
cold.
Didn't smile.
So cold.
มันเหมือนโดนบังคับมาแข่งเกมเลยว่ะ
หน้ามันเลย
Try and make their final stand here on
จริง
their map choice. Flickless proactive in catching Trex this
ทำได้
time.
มันๆหน่อย
Don't
ฮะ
allow that same level of
ใช่
impact.
ส่งฮอน
But
คู
for
ไว้เป็นอ
Liquid
ม
then, it's the run towards site. They are on the way.
ผม
They're
เมื่อกี้
hunting
ถ้าเป็น
us
แบบว่า
down.
คนอื่นนะ
So they take site and they get the plant.
หรือจริงการเล่นเกมมันไม่คือความเครียด
That's result. One away for Camo as well. Flickless though. They find his second in this round. Still threat left. See, Nats is going to invest here.
ต้องการปิดวินครับ 3-5
Pico catching the
Ui.
cross. Panatek swinging off the back. They are absolutely slaughtering
เอวหวาน
Just Flickless alive.
โคตร
1v2
โคตรแสบเกโกะ
required. Oh,
เรียบร้อย
it's not working out.
GG
30ว่ะผมว่า
ว่าแล้วลิควิดทรงมันออกตั้งแต่ใกล้ๆจบไอ้นี่แล้วกรุ๊ปสเตจอะ
ชมเยอะสมองวิ่งรีเวิร์สสวีป เหมือนทารอนเนี่ยชมเยอะ โดนรีเวิร์สสวีปงิดเลย แต่ผมเห็นภาพตั้งแต่ตอนแพ้คอโรสแล้วนะ แม่งต้องโดนแบบสองแมปแน่เลย ทารอนอะแต่ลิควิดนี่ไม่น่า
ปิดไม่ได้ใจมันเสียนั่นอะ
แมปมันไอบล็อก
โอ้ยแต่ลิควิดกับอันนี้ไม่น่ารีเวิร์สสวิปไม่ค่อยมีแบบภาพมองไม่ออกเลย
จริงพี่ ตอนเฮเลติกกับเฟนาติกเราก็คิดอย่างเงี้ยแหละ ไม่น่า
ไม่แต่คืออันนั้นน่ะ ภาพตอนแรกที่มองว่ายังไงก็ RQ นะ ก่อนที่เราจะ2-0อ่ะ ตอนแรกเจอมา RQ เว้ย
เอ้ย
โหดจริ
พั
ง
งหมดแล้ว
เกมคิมอ่ะตอนเนี้ย
วนอยู่นั่นน่ะ
ซันเซ็ตแบบต่อไป
คนแบบแนทอะไม่ยอมให้รีเวิร์สสวีปหรอกถ้ารีเวิร์สสวีปครั้งเดียวเกิดขึ้นกับลิควิดนะผมบอกเลยแม่งเปิดพอดแคสต์ให้ฟังยาวแนทอะ
พูดพูดยันถึงปารีสอ่ะ
หรือจริงๆวันนี้เทคมันเข้าคอร์สแนทมาสัก3 ชั่วโมงดูหน้ามันดิ
เออ หน้าหน้าทุกข์จัด
หน้าอมทุกข์มากพี่ชายอยู่หาวรัวๆเลยว่ะแชทจะอยู่ถึงว่าถึงละสบายๆนี่สินะสาเหตุ30ไหมขอ30ไหมจริงๆไม่ว่าจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นแบบนี้ผมน่าจะไปแล้วครับเพราะว่าถ้าเกิดจบแบบนี้มีเกม4ผมจะพักนาน แล้วตี 2ก็ล่วงละช่วงนี้ผมนอนไวอันนี้คือผมนั่งหาวรัวๆแล้วหาวอยู่เลยเว้ยจะเอาอะไรลูกเก้าอี้เหรอ เร็วๆหน่อยครับ
And maybe Kiko telling him that he wants the MVP mini has given Nats like more motivation to take it away from him.
I think it's also to highlight how important this round was. Like, I think it was the bonus round right on attack side. If they lose, like this gave them all the momentum to go and have a brilliant attack half. So again, Nats in important moments.
And you know when we were speaking about Nats in important moments, and that's when this match needs closing. This is a very important moment. Also, it's also the fact that it was a 1v4. How he capitalizes with the outlaw, gets these 2 insane kills, swaps the gun. Just another day in the office for Nats.
I got another tidbit earlier when we had that convo with Kiko and Nats. Kiko explicitly said, please do not play Outlaw today.
Oh.
He's like, if you play that Outlaw...
I'm telling you, on Sunset, he's rocking... They're playing double duelist, he's rocking the op.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I mean, so at this point, it's very difficult to not vote for Nats as the MVP of the final here. But another thing that we could say as like a MVP mini is their retakes. You were already a fan of them going into today.
Yeah, so we already discussed this already, but Team Liquid on the retakes are looking pretty strong. So we got a clip here to show you what that means. Again, so also it's about their ults too. Like they're good at both the retakes and win conditions with ults.
I love a mini telestrator. I love a mini telestrator.
We'll get there. Okay, so here, just to have some context, Giant X are in a 5v4 and about to plant the spike, right? So Liquid are in a 4v5, like you can see here. And despite that, they're so confident with using their ults that they're still going to burn them. And usually I'd say that's a mistake, but with Team Liquid, that's different.
You think that's a mistake?
In a 4v5, usually if you want to get...
If the round is winnable, I don't think so.
We can have this discussion. I think that... I think it's
maybe not right now.
Well, okay, we'll get to it anyway. So we see them plant the spike, and then we're going to come back, and it's all going to be down on Camo with this Euro ult. He's going to use this Euro ult to spot out where Giant X are, and that'll mean that Kiko's Raze ult and Trex's Fade ult can come in too. So you see here, it's pinging all the locations, and that means that Kiko gets to go in. The Fade ult's comboed here with Camo, TPing out from behind. It was just like a really nice play where, again, on the Euro, you can ping out these positions, and then Fade ult comes in.
Yeah, I think that this is one of the good examples, and I think especially now that we're moving on to Sunset, where we're going to get a little bit of the same, little bit of the double duelists, and a lot of retakes coming in from the side of Team Liquid. That is something that they can rely on, and I think that saving ultimates for when you have this kind of situations where a man down, even if it's like a showstopper, the Fade ult, or whatever, that can turn the round around.
Traditionally, you want to wait until you even it up a little bit more, and then you use your ults. Like burning 3 ults immediately.
No, I think I agree in the fact that there's like maybe too much. But if you're telling me in a 4v5, someone hears a plant and Kiko goes and uses his showstopper, I'm like, fair enough. Sure. That's what I mean. Like, I think if
should we start a podcast?
If the difference between you winning a round or not is
การสวดของแนทนะ
it's not like a 2v5.
I agree, but this example wasn't quite like that.
Let's start a podcast. We got any tech pauses going? Like, we could yap for a bit, can't we?
I mean, Lauren's in the building, so
yeah, we could yap
can always
for
happen.
a bit. Maybe we do a little spike drop, spike talk.
Yeah.
You know,
spike talk.
We'll make
it
call
happen.
Frost. We'll make it happen. Yeah, we'll call Frost. But yeah, let's take a look at Sunset next, because this is where I don't know about you guys, but you're okay, copium, hopium, bias, whatever you want to call it, and maybe just pure stupidity. But I think GX can do something here to start a comeback.
I really like the fact also that Giant X has decided to start on the attack on this map. This is when they run the Neon. We've been seeing Ara for the entire day on the race, and even though he has not been bad, I think that this kind of style where they just go back to the double initiator to do the things that they absolutely love to do is something that should be comfortable.
Yeah, this Sunset map will be extremely competitive. It might be one of the closest maps that we have today. I think that...
Why are you trying to curse? It's going to be a 13-2.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. But
we just have like 13-10.
Both teams love this map. Like for Team Liquid, it is, you know, one of those maps where Kiko just seems to pop off at times, and like if he starts getting to go, like it's very hard for the other team to answer. And last time they played, Team Liquid did destroy the
เฮียเล็กที่แบบว่า
I think that was an outlier.
I need Giant X.
แนทมันสายนี่ดิสายพอดแคสต์อะ
There was a couple of chicken nuggets.
They threw 2 rounds. That was not unthrowable. And this is not the GX we know and love. This is the GX we knew and hated.
The problem is that now that it's happened a couple of times, it's kind of like a pattern. Like Liquid are already spotting those flaws, and they're going like, yeah, I know exactly what is going to hurt you. I also think that Trex was wonderful when he's on the fade. He can be the difference maker, and I do not think that this map is going to be any different.
What about you, Minnie? Do you believe in the GX comeback?
I would really like to see a final where it's not just a 3-0. So I'm gonna start to believe.
I'll tell
in
you
the back
something
of
to
my
believe.
head.
I'll tell you something to believe. Team Liquid got to the final in kickoff and got reverse swept.
Whoa.
It could happen again.
Yeah, but that was by Trex.
Yes.
If you can't beat the potion, you know, like now.
So, what side are you on?
I'm on the side of Trex, apparently.
If Giant X recognize where the weak side is, where that cipher is,
ให้มันจบที่แมปนี้ครับ
then maybe Team Liquid.
แต่สถิติแจ้น่ากลัวอยู่นะ
Yeah, maybe not throw a 5v3, you know, or a 4v2, or anything like that, but it's okay, we believe, because Pansy and Hypog, there's no way this is gonna be a 3-0, no way.
Look, in the nicest way, I will take every day of the week a competitive 3-map series over a wishy-washy 5. Now, if Team Liquid close here, I won't be upset. I won't be upset by it. It was a valiant attempt. Would I take 5? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you gotta show me you're still in this Giant X.
We've seen two fantastic maps of Valorant already.
Hands
I think
down.
Sunset is almost teed up to be the same thing once more. Yes, Giant X sit at 5-1 here. Liquid being the only ones to really break that record, but it was an absolute spanking. If we're going to be honest about it.
It ain't late enough in the night to be able to show you that one on replay, but I tell you now, going into this, all eyes turn on towards Giant X. Will you be able to put up a stand here on the attack? Team Liquid on the defense. What could be the final map? A proactive start, putting them right back in their place. Mike, if this is how it goes down, we could be out of here in no time.
Being on West Side, forced now to make a recovery in round 1 here.
เพื่อไปจำโซนครับ
Paranoia will be sent through, but doesn't connect. Fabinho is going to get 2 though.
GG
on the cleanup. Pistol round in favor of Team Liquid. Beautiful crunch outside A. And the willingness Liquid have shown to play so deep and prevent Giant X from
พี่ชายลั่นรอบชิงเฉย
becoming slippery. Like we said, we were talking about how the Giant X aren't really ones to look to counter many things. They're the ones to take the initiative.
Bravo.
คือมันจ่ายของแบบโคตรอินเซนต์อะจริง
in particular. I think that trend potentially going to continue here on Sunset.
It could.
ไปมาไปเทคไปอยู่ที่ควินที่ได้ดีอยู่นะ
Just farming. Already going to get one. Sticks around with the classic. Willing to take a fight here. And he gets the
ทีเผลอ
perfect timing. Just as that paranoia was considered. It's simple stuff.
ทำไมไม่ซื้อแบบตานั้นวะพี่ที่แบบแฟนทอมเยอะ
Favorable towards Team Liquid.
ว่ะอาจจะเป็นเพราะแมปหรอ
ผมว่าแบบตั้งใจจะเอาเราอยากจะสโนว์บอลมาก
ๆอันนี้มันฝั่งลับหรือเปล่า
Very pacey first 2 rounds
อาจ
here.
จะ
Not barely getting going, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Dole, you're like a shark smelling blood with Eco's eye.
Eco. Okay, and well, the bonus. Plenty of money behind this.
เว็บไซต์หลับยาวเลย
God, if they make this costly, I'm worried. And look how deep Giant X is
สา
sitting
ลั่น
here
มา
at the start.
ตลอด
Already being conditioned into
เจอ
this
ของแข็งแล้ววันนี้
respect.
ไม่ค่อยได้ยิงแต่แบบนี้น่าจะได้เล่นอยู่นะรอดูเพราะแบบที่แล้วโลตัสมันเซนติเนลมันทำอะไรไม่ได้อะ
ยากเล่นยาก
มันเล่นยาก
แล้วแบบเจอทีมที่แบบใช้ของเยอะอย่างลิควิดเงี้ย
มันโดนกระทืบแบบบอมซีก็ยืนไม่ได้บอมบีก็ยืนไม่ได้ไม่ค่อยมีจังหวะให้เล่นไงแมปนี้น่าจะมีให้เล่นมุมให้เล่นเยอะอยู่
Yeah, he's on that disgusting angle. You say nice, it's like the worst one to come up against.
A little passive paint shot. Now the sight hit comes in. You're looking at the synergy between the two. Any damage to be done initially? No. Respect given to a small extent. At least sitting behind these smokes, allowing that sight now to build for Giant X.
The plant here, clean 5v5 in the post. Aggression from Giant X. They're looking to tuck themselves into sight.
เอาละ
Anticipation of somebody
ตื่น
overstepping.
ไม่ค่อยดีด้วยรีเทค 5-5 แบบนี้
That that retake looks like. Again, something that was highlighted statistically about this Liquid side, but doing it with the weaker weapons, not going to be easy. But away we go, already good start here. Aura gets bulldozed aside, but nice trading as Palitek to then take it back to a more even affair. Down to a 2v2, Trek still cooking, leaving just Flickless in the 1v2 here himself. Time starting to tick though. Liquid do need to get a bit of a wiggle on. And they line up for him. He spotted the second. He can play this right. Trex has been great. This one I think is too far gone. Flickless, you're going to check. Oh my god!
He's not got it!
อุ้ยเกือบ
So
คืออะไรมันไม่ได้ยินหรอ
But a Red Bull clutch in the end. Just
Playtech
enough
วิ่งยิง
to
เข้า
keep Giant safe, but at what cost?
Holy crap
At the cost of absolutely everything.
เดี๋ยวมันหยุดเดินวะ
Two will be
มูเมนต์อะไรของมันวะ
looking towards that purchase in the next, but Liquid run the clock down so late here. Only 0.8
หน้าแม่ง ทำหน้าให้มันๆหน่อย
Trex would have
มัน
had
ยิง
that.
เยอะๆ
Go into it. Light shield, some gaps in utility, but
หน้ามันเป็นอย่างนี้ตั้งแต่ตอนอยู่มิดเลยปะ
ใช่
their round 4 purchase.
แชมเปี้ยน
Maybe having
6 โมง
issues
ครับผม
in the previous
เพลงออฟ
round
2 ทุ่ม
potential to do a lot of damage with the scope.
A quick adjustment towards top middle.
เอ็มรู้เวลาแชมเปี้ยนแล้วใช่ไหม
Players on it. And if Kiko doesn't feel pressure from main, he's got a lot of room to slip back to.
That's actually
เริ่ม 6 โมง
ton
อะ
of damage there.
Yeah, Bogdan's Law having to come into effect. Kiko then going to pick up the mantle with the Phantom over towards Market. And big info on him first. I don't know if he's going to get out scot-free. Isn't going to be able to be shut down, but good info. But there's the fight top middle. Sharp stuff from Grabinho. Taking away Camo. And a second is ridiculous. Nat's walking into it, already down low. And now spurring on this approach. It's Kiko who has to control it all himself. One foul, but doesn't expect the follow-up. It was Grabinho top mid, Mike.
Save.
The possibility Grabinho is going to follow through here. Side catches a headshot. Palitek still clings to life.
Oh god. Oh, it wasn't a pretty fight, but also
มันไม่ยิงต่อเลย
that is foul behavior.
เอาเกิน
Just making sure
จบละ
a message is sent as well.
อุตส่าห์อวยเอาไว้
No real chance at retaking B here.
พารานอยที่แม่งบังคับโดน
Hold on to these rifles.
โกงสกิลโกง
And potentially to deny any further progress for Cloud and Flickless in terms of ultimates being available. Camo, Nats and Kiko only barely above 400 credits, so bigger win for Giant X in that regard. Then on the back of said fully investing into this, everyone falling in the bonus. And maybe Kiko just not having a good grasp on the spacing between those two players. Anticipating Grabinho to be the one to hold on to the smoke over towards a link at least. I can't really fault him for that.
But it is a good reaction from Giant X to get 2 for themselves now.
Yeah, well, the key thing being Kiko and Camo one away from their ultimates here. So, potential to turn this back in Liquid's favor.
Oh, yeah. Trex, you have to worry about, I guess, initially. Phantoms in hand, the rest obviously on those Sheriffs, but as you noted, 1 away from having that ult. Palitek trying to puff up the chest, show a little bit of presence, cost them a little bit, make them invest utility and show on this side of the map. Herd them to the other side, potentially in towards Trex on that very deep off angle in B main. You can see that they're not quite sure where they want to head here, but a re-clear over towards that kind of A scale-up space, just that A lobby area, so it's all on Trex.
Much slower pace here from Giant X in terms of the approach, but Trex might be played in here. A rare miss from him. I know exactly. And Westside capitalize.
That's really it, isn't it? Floodgates are open. It was a gamble stack. Great information now for the Westside. Confirming that. The plant should be in. Limited opportunity for a play back through here, but they could make it a bit costly, I guess. That's kind of what you're aiming at, but maybe a couple of shots here and there could open up some chance.
If they can. I was going to say overwhelm Aura.
Well, that's a very good start. That forces he can't really stick out on that position. So maybe an upgrade available, but time is still against them.
Want to remove as many of these weapons as possible. Still, Liquid gonna look to run down the fake.
ไอ้โดนเฟกโคน
As well. No way is this how
มัน
it
ยิง
goes
แล้วก็
wrong.
แตกเลยไม่ใช่หรอ
แต่มันถึง
For pride's sake, it still falls.
ไอ้คาโมมันร้าย
In the grand finals.
พี่ชายดุ้งเลยยิงโดนรู้ไม่แตก
Doing the
อ๋อมันเป็นรีเฟกแบบ
ยิงแล้วหลบแฟดไง
breaking the ankles of
รี
the
เฟกที่แบบยิง
Giant
ตัวเปาแล้วหลบแฟด
Just shadows of Dirk are still appearing in grand finals is ridiculous. But look,
He
the
take-
audacity to do that. Unreal.
That's not the reaction I want to see from that round.
Here it is. And the
ทำไมไม่ยิงหัว
so sick.
Disgusting work.
เป็นลม
เป็นลมจริง
เป็นลม
That's what I like. That's a reaction I did want to
เหลือ
see.
จะเชื่อ อันนี้เป็นคนที่แบบว่าเขาเชื่อนะไอ้เขายิงนะแต่แบบ
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy work. Rubino, we've seen these double TPs, but
จ้าเอ๋เลย
they were nearly not ready, Mike.
อยู่กันซะเยอะ
The little shuffle to get the guns out, but the
Oh,
spray
that
on the
bomb
cross
top.
going to catch one. They're down to 3, and they're already so tagged up.
That's a spike as well.
Oh, that's right.
Ara's wall will drop.
Oh dear.
เฮ้ยเดี๋ยวก็โดนเขา
Try and recover this. Ara's found that
นั่นไง
Cloud found camo.
โอ้โหก็เก่าเกิน โดนสแกนเลย
Back to back sort of silliness. Yeah, maybe Kiko though going to pop the ult here.
Boom!
Won it. There's no way out of it for Flickless.
แทบจะกระโดด
Cloud
กอด
in the 1v3. We've seen before Liquid
คือ
really
เมื่อ
got
กี้
lucky these rounds when it
ถ้า
started
เป็
to
น
get a bit
ผู้รักษาประตู
dangerous
อะ
and
คือเซฟ
dicey.
ได้อะเมื่อกี้
So much time to play with.
รับเต็มๆเหมือนกัน
รับเต็มๆเลย
No weapon really close though, right? Kind of stuck on this.
ตลกว่ะเมื่อกี้
Nobody going to challenge here, so Liquid just looking to maintain that discipline. Again, Hunter's Fury not really a factor in this post plant in a 1v3.
30 seconds left.
Unless he finds a couple of kills.
Oh, he was so tempted to go ahead and try
ส
and
ภาพ
get
พี่ขาว
one
มัน
at
คัด
least. This is tough for Cloud now. Needs a
โหดไป
freebie almost.
เอาไปก่อนหนึ่ง
Chance.
เฮ้ยตัวละนัดสอง
Yeah,
นัด
slowly but surely. Good shock dart as well.
Getting ahead.
Dart on top, see if anyone's made it up towards sight here.
Oi.
Another shock dart to follow, softening
Oi.
his targets, but
Whip
the shots
engครับ
coming
อันนี้
out from Kiko already dangerous
Oi.
again. Another tag.
โอ้
But
โห
the
ใจไม่
defuse
ถึ
is
ง
happening. He can't deny it. Liquid playing it safe. Got a bit
มันคงไม่รู้แหละ
dangerous.
ว่าโล
Yes,
ขนาดนั้นใช่ไหมแต่ละตัว
and the
ถ้ามัน
scoreline
ยิงคิโก้โดนอ่ะ ได้
continuing
เล่น
in
เลย
their
อะ
name.
Up to 4 now. Giant X will be back on a purchase now. Decent ultimates to play with. We noted the Hunter's Fury.
พี่แดดก็สแปมแบบ
Just 2 away for the Rolling Thunder as well. I mean, another chaotic round.
Oh yeah.
Show this. It's World War III with shock darts, man.
In the trenches. Two back and forth each time so far. Back on the buy here for Giant X. Those ults in play.
Kiko, what?
Deep information there. But what are you meant to do with this? If anything, now it just encourages the site hit. So
เฮ้ย
then
ผม
do we see
รอดได้
Liquid
ไงวะ
instantly posturing on
ยิงจากใน
retake?
ส
Yeah,
โม
it
ก
has to be. They can't pre-fight this.
Now those ultimates do become a bit of a concern. Camo going to try and find some information for Liquid on the way back in. Cloud proactively throwing out the Hunter's Fury.
But Grubino's still in his position, ult included. It's not really pushed him off here. It's Kiko to split open the
Oi,
side.
kom,
though.
oi.
Stunning from him. Oh, and Liquid making it look all too easy. Just Cloud left alive again. This time a 1v3. Similar scenes to before. They
Oi.
forward! And Cloud
นี่อ่ะ
out of his
พวกกระโดดฉีกเป้าโดนรอบที่สอง
A Red Bull clutch, just perfect.
We talked earlier on about Cloud. Every so often, the stars aligning for him. And a beautiful clutch. I mean, again, you can see desperate to trade off the shorty here, but the spacing just a little amiss. Keep
โอ้ผู้
Giant
ช่วย
X
เหมือนแบบ
in
ทำใจแล้วป่งแล้วอะ
touching
ถอดใจแล้ว
distance here on
หน้า
Sunset
แบบไม่ตื่นเต้นไม่อะไรเลยแบบ
and put Liquid back down on a lesser purchase. Camo round off Rip here in round 8.
You guys at home can't hear that.
There.
For now though, Kiko,
Yeah.
yeah, just sitting deep in middle.
เนี่ยใส่นัดไปทีเออ
That's forced to move away.
แมทบอกเพื่อ
แมทบอกโกรธอะไรกูเนี่ยกูสามนั่งเนียนๆกูนั่งดีๆมาไล่กูทำไม
A chance at a clutch in the previous, but seals the deal.
Slow and steady for Giant X now. Caution being shown. Rightly so. A lot of danger up against him with this Liquid team. And I'm a bit nervous about this timing now. West side, you want to stay on this. And he does. Very heads up work.
สะดุ้งอะช็อตนี้มีสะดุ้ง
Well, it's too many problems for Giant X on the way in here, so should get themselves a clean plant here. Still 3 members of Liquid alive, though. It's only Kiko with a rifle.
Spike planted.
มีแรปเต็มๆไหมเซ็ก
Here, but again, odds stacked against them.
Certainly is. Oh. You're not going to be doing that jump spot again, are we? Nice post-plant utility. You can see the isolation on Padatek there. No opportunity to scale up with him. And yeah, Cloud, arm's length on all of them. Not letting this go astray. 4 apiece now. Giant X closing this gap up.
Good position still with the ultimates here to Giant X as well. Liquid maybe slight disadvantage in that regard. Kiko one away from the showstopper, but unable to get much else done here in this eco. Liquid pause for thought here ahead of round 9. We'll take a timeout. Get a little more
Welcome to Ultimate Super Extra Reverse โอ้โหไม่มีภาพ
Liquid coming in that kind of top spot were able to decide how this was going to go down, at least for that initial start. So
just quickly, by the way, that is an absurd statistic up on the screen right now. Liquid is the best team in the world at 4v5s, so far ahead of the average.
Crazy.
But again, I think it's their ability to trade off some of these first bloods that they concede.
Yeah.
She's been extremely present in this series already.
Oh, the wide swing is just lovely for Rubinho there. You can see the camera got a little lost in which to go for.
Almost expected Camo to back away a little bit there, but another casualty for Team Liquid. That's going to spot out a couple of members of Giant X over towards B main here, but no commitment. This is all just a probe. As I say that, the spike is making its way towards that side of the map. Clearance through tiles with the Prowler as well. Kiko and Trex both have their ultimates.
แปลกมากๆครับ
Playing towards back pillar. You've got Kiko watching that cross. Gonna be slowed down at least by that smoke coming in. Giant X go now.
Splitting now with Flickless's ult.
Guess it gives them some security through market, but maybe a little bit of consideration already shown by Kiko sitting a little bit deeper. Can back away if he needs to towards stairs. Yeah, absolutely. No, he's not backing away. He's fighting forward. And why not? I guess he has the showstopper, but now the problems begin. Already going to make the cross towards site. He could have been caught in no man's land. Padatek still alive, but going to be caught by the stun. You can see the layering on this. Just about out of there. That's going to fall, but the plant going to come in 10 seconds now. It's late in the day, but the plant is secured.
รอดได้ยังไง
So 3v4, actually some chip damage being done onto Rubinho there. That's sick, actually 2v4, he goes for the kill. It's just outside his way.
นี่อ่ะ
จะวาร์ปจริงด้วย
And West side! And the shot on Trex there, just showing through that smoke, leaving Kiko and Padatek to try and scale up, clear through this site, but it's so treacherous. Cloud's got full util basically to play with here as well. This is a tough one. Palitech 12
Nah, nah,
HP, 5
Palitech.
bullets. The odds are not on their side. 2 bullets, 2 players. Has to hit the reload and the time
Great.
is gone. West side tilting the
Back, back.
scoreline finally to Giant X's favor.
It's such a weird exchange on the back of these ultimates. Nobody really being able to garner much in terms of control. See Camo just unable to pin either of these players down. That was the shot we saw just off camera. Beautiful cleanup though from Giant X.
And breaking the trend, it's been 2s back and forth, now 3 in succession for Giant X. Finding their footing here in map 3.
ไม่น่ารีเวิร์สหรอก
The scoreline still sitting at 4 to 5.
แบบนี้
And a mess
สถิ
in
ติ
front of
มัน
us. Look at this
เสีย
fight
มัน
back.
ดีด้วย
They're not letting this go. Team
ไม่อยาก
Liquid
โดน
digging
โค้
their
ง
heels in.
Massive advantage here in round 10. Control as well, some of these upgrades. Just Flickless and West Side try and make a recovery here. And it's only really Trex that's tagged up low here.
เวทไซด์แม่งคลัช
West Side's played into some space, so obviously Nats has conceded the side of the map.
That still has util.
Yeah.
So,
We've still got the camera in main as well.
yeah, and you can see the pathing from Flickless. He will have to give away some of the game. So you're looking at Westside to get at least 1, ideally 2, to make this even look feasible. So that's the information. Now you can see how delayed that feels, but you can see the awareness on the other side of Liquid, fully expecting that, you know, Westside will be a little bit deeper.
ถ้าเอาเมน
looking
ว้าร์ปไป
for
บีเวนี่
a
ว้า
way
วุ่นเลย
to
นะ
claim back a kill or 2 for free, which Liquid shouldn't be giving.
Gonna re-clear back through mid here, actually. All 5 players gonna regroup.
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเยอะไปเปล่า
It's been the headhunter before. He's got to be near on flawless here, and the timing is perfect.
โอ้โห
Oh,
ดู
it's so
ดู
good.
ตัวฉีกเป้าดิมันให้คมทุกตัว
เออเหมือนมันซ้อมมาเลยว่ะ
Desperate to try and do something for the side. One found, looks for the second, spots it.
โอ้โห
Oh,
นี่เหนือ
ทำดีที่สุดแล้ววะ
staying alive. And
ทำดีที่สุดแล้วจริง
เกือบโดนละ
Rough there for Flickless. He's got a ton of util still to work with. Open plant, plenty of options, but getting clean on the first 2. Camo just a little sharper. The reveal is perfect. Set things in motion here.
โอ้โหมัน
That's second
จ่ายของ
shot.
ดีว่ะต้องบอกว่า
Second time this series. The first time on Bind. Able to do it
หน้า
with the Guardian.
หน้าว่าเออะก็คือจ่ายของดีตั้งแต่
ใส่ทุกอย่างเลย
Beautiful.
ทั้งพลานอยมุมบอดเลยแม่งไปหมดเลย
Preempting the spacing and
ไลน์อัพ
like
สกง
swing
ส
off
แกน
the
ก็
back.
ดี
I just throw an extra bullet out.
Yeah, it works more often than not.
Ace change here.
Yeah.
เฮ้ยหมวกมาเดินเปิดไซส์อย่างนี้เหรอ
And
ไม่ไหวอันนี้
really quite dangerous, but
เฮ้ย
he spotted out Kiko, but couldn't quite close him down.
ไอ้
But
เชิดยิงยันข้างบนเลยวะ
on the Hunter's Fury, but Carabino right up middle in the
รัดเลย
meantime.
วะ
This gear shift wasn't just one-dimensional, it had layers to this. Now Trex caught off guard and Giant X are on the site, but they've taken a whole load of casualties too.
อุ้ย
Both
เหนียว
down
จัด
to
เค
scrappy
โกะ
sides. Kiko's HP, the fact he's still alive is ridiculous. Does finally go down, leaving just Nats in a
แนท
1v3.
เหมือนมันโมโห
He's
อะตอน
far
เนี้ย
away.
เออ
เอ็กอะ
Do that plant now.
Still healthy.
Planted.
Necessarily had a chance to show
อุ้ย
his
ได้
hand. in
แน
this
ทไหล
one
มา
so
ทำได้
far.
อย่างดี
Certainly a 1v3 here would do it.
Trying to bait anyone to take a peek against him. There's the fall.
เด็กไวมาก
Well, it's good for the adjustment there.
Almost expecting that swing. The Giant X, that pace change really worked out there.
Certainly does. I think we're going to be struggling financially here. It's only really Patistech with funds to bring into the final round. Patty, unfortunately, paranoia not going to really save him in that scenario with the tag. And X on the brink of maybe finding themselves another 7-5. Only Grabinho and Westside's ultimates to work with here. Other side, Kiko has a showstopper. Posturing up once more. Outside 8. Liquid so happy to disrespect this early round aggression that looks a little more tempered here in map 3. I got to say it from Giant X.
Oh, especially after seeing that last map where
Well,
it was really thrown out. But you're right. Interesting rotation coming in. Trex over towards that. I want to say slight A lean, but they've got full faith in Kiko, and that's it. Trip a little bit deeper. Not going to be fully denied. Still got control over market. Going to be noted now, and this is when you might see Trex lean back through, but it is down to players like Kiko has to be instrumental, and of course he is, but he can't get back in time. The spacing coming up from B main just perfect, and Rubinho pretty much outdoing Nats here, clearing up the site and allowing for this plant.
Camo does have his ult to come back in, but a stinger in hand for Trex. Can't really challenge it. Find an early win in this retake.
I'll handle this.
Even here, Camo, yeah, he's going to be able to figure out the lay of the land, but can he get anything done here? Paranoia's landed, though.
That's nice, but can't really do much
Don't
with it.
more, do it,
Hold
sorry.
on. Maybe with Panitek he certainly can. Once again, it's flickless.
The stun's going to line up, though.
But Camo so quick. Picks up the pace and picks up the kill. And going to be tying up this scoreline 6 apiece. These two teams are so close here.
They really are. Again, beautiful utility usage here from Liquid on display in this retake. Kiko a little overwhelmed, but they shut down Ara. Remove
แนทมันโดนปืนตัวเองยิงด้วยมั้ยคิดว่าลิควิดจะตีเข้าไหมเข้าพอมึง2ดูเอลด้วยนะ
force. This is just, it's so closely contested.
น่าจะเป็นสตรีมเมอร์
from the first two maps. Both of these teams demonstrating they're able to go toe to toe.
3-0 เด้อเน้นไวครับเกมไว
A very slow start to the pistol here. With poised as 4 though. This side going to have his hands full.
Certainly is, and it's time to evacuate at least towards backside. You can see the layers to ensure his position is checked on. Oh, the temptation on the swing, but Westside still hitting that is ridiculous. But he will eventually fall. So Cloud then going to try and pick up the mantle.
Yeah,
Flooding through a little early. Yeah, exactly. Look at the backside of sight. There's a fight to be had, but Cloud going ahead of the pack.
I'm looking for Liquid to really Nats has got 3.
Okay, it's not just the mind, the mechanics. Nats can seemingly do it all. And I thought Giant X had the foot back in the door.
Yeah, I was going to say Liquid have to really overcome
Super
the
IGL.
odds here once those smokes drop. But that's again calm
จะมีไอ
as
เจีย
you
คนไหน
like.
แม่นเท่าเน็ตไหมตอนนี้
Look at that. The layers that he's aiming on as well is just.
ไอ้คราวนี่ไง
Welcome.
ให้แนทมากกว่าอยู่ดีอะ
Get a quiet first half from him.
แต่คราวนี้ก็ถือเป็นไอเจียที่ไฟฮาวเวอร์ท็อปคนหนึงเลยนะตอนเนี้ย
7 to 6.
อนาคตไกลอะ
That's
อยู่21
a blow to the heart of Giant X.
โห21เป็นเกม
Could have done with a nice beginning in the
Jason,
second half. Get a
yeah.
bit of confidence there. Build up. Get a buffer. Not to be.
แล้วตอนไอ้เจสันเล่นเวเลมันคอยยังไงวะ
Vino
Monday.
forced off the angle initially.
Yeah, noted.
นั่นจะค่อยช่วยกันคอ
Close here, but
เจสันกับแนทตอนนี้ใคร
Doing the Petra.
yeah, slipped the net.
สูสีว่ะมันคนละด้านอะ
ตอบยากว่ะ
You know.
ผมว่าเรื่องเกมเซนส์น่าจะไอ้เน็ตแต่เจสันเรื่อง
It's again on
เกม
the
เพย์
prowl.
เฟกอะไรมันได้กว่า
West side, yeah.
ก็จริง
Spot this out. Set in motion. Potentially.
เขาเรียกว่า
Bit of a
เมคานิก
crunch on
ของ
the
เจ
back
สัน
of the
ดีกว่า
phone line.
You almost wish they'd let it marinate a little further so they could have crunched down on that, but as it stands, Liquid gets to slip away, but they felt that there's a stack there, and rightly so, but it's all
Yeah, Cloud,
by
yeah, he can relay
แมต
all
ช์
this
เรามีทุกคน
information.
ก็มี
เนี่ยนะ
แมตช์
ดูดิ
ที่หมดอะ
แล้วห้อยแนทไว้คนหนึง
here, but he only has the ghost, so
Wait.
a bit more of an
Hey.
even fight. But he's got
What?
his ankles broken by Aura.
แล้วห้อยตำรวจไว้ข้างหลังคนหนึงเห็นไหม
Where are they going?
เนี่ย
Oh my
รอ
god.
อยู่
เดี๋ยวตำรวจมีแค่โกด
Oh
They
my
yin
god,
yang.
it's the game of rotations. Oh no, oh it's all weird.
เกมนี้มันอะไรวะโยกกันเลยโยกกัน
It's
วะ
a 2v3. Nat is holding them back with a ghost. Slips back a little bit deep for some safety, forcing them to try and clear him. Take their time, try and cost them as much, but it's a 2v2. It's still very possible.
Certainly is. And two lights
เป็นไป
on
ได้
the other side. So this upgrade for Cloud could do
แต่โพซิ
wonders.
ชั่นไม่น่าว่ะ
He's
พี่
gonna have to land some filthy shots, though. Kiko in an off angle like this.
เห็นไหมดูดิ
Not even considered. Heads up
Oh,
work from Kiko.
oh.
Trek similar
มัน
scenes
รอ
on
ไอ้
the other
เกินแบบ
side. Allows
ยังไง
for
ก็ได้
security, but by all rights, that was dangerous as hell.
Oh, it's Liquid.
เห็นไอ้ฮิโกะกลับมาโหดเลยโอ้โห
Cloud
Fine,
able to
sure.
relay that information. You can almost see as
เนี่ย
well.
แล้ว
Nats.
ในช็อตเนี้ย
I mean,
โอ้แบบชัวร์ป่ะ
it's awkward to watch, but it's a neon. And it's a classic. For a moment, I thought that's going to be like they're all rotating. Go back. Go back to B.
Go back again.
Sent round the houses, but
นั่นตอนนี้ยังไม่น้องเจสันแล้วไอจีเอล
convert a
เจสัน
second.
มันคนละทางกันแน่นะ
And decent inventory here for the third as well. Really, Kiko struggling. Camo
มาโค
so
นั้นน่าจะ
far
ดี
ahead
กว่า
of the curve.
แต่เมคานิกเจสันดีกว่า
I mean, that was truly a jump scare, but how did Cloud just get the kill on Padatek? Maybe
All the way
catching
top-
him?
all the way top mid.
คือโยรู้มันน่ารำคาญนะ
Yeah, this
ฝั่งรับ
rivalry
แบบ
seems
เวลา
a
จะ
bit
มาเคลียร์
weird.
มันต้องจ่ายสกิล
ดู
อะ
ดิ
And now Nats is giving it a go. Ah.
Mhm.
And it works. Yeah, Nats manages
Yeah,
to
no
now
đơn tỏ.
ramp towards the backside of B. Knows where to
บอก
fight
โอ้โห
here.
ดูดิ
Surgical precision. Just slicing right through them. And holding back Aura.
ทำไมผมเห็นแนทเล่นแบบนี้แม่งภาพติดบอยลอยมาเลย
Nats with a
เดิน
mad
แบบดื้อ
three
ๆ
kills. And Kiko then fancies a go. Doesn't get the same success, however.
Player
And,
standing.
นี่ไง
plant through this.
ไอแนทเอาให้
Threats now.
3 ยังไม่ไหว
He's going to 1v2, flickless tag down to 41. Oh, he could get himself into a deadly position here, but John X turning for it.
Oh, but the timing, he's going.
อุ้ยไอเดเทคเอาให้
From Trex, a Red
เต็
Bull
มร้อยด้วย
clutch. That was nasty from him. Handling them both well after a very up and down round.
Maybe anticipating an extra body on the site, so again, the weird thing throughout this is you think, yeah, they're not even close to planting.
Nope.
Again, almost defying the odds, throwing Giant X into disarray in terms of expectations.
มึงจุกอะไรวะมึงตายคนแรก
In a
อะ
row bonus converted.
เพื่อนเอาให้อะ
Broken them.
ขอบคุณพระเจ้าที่ให้เพื่อนผมเอา
Team Liquid now within touching distance. Trophy not too far off here, but a fight to be had. Giant X going to try and dig deep here. That was a lovely attempt from Rubino to get to that second shot, but just outdone by Kiko in the end. The Vandal firmly in hand.
Liquid's still close though.
Cloud back in position.
Yeah. So able to orchestrate
ไม่เลยโคลอส
his
น่าจะมีนะ
rotations,
เป็นโคลอส
but I guess the difference this time is also being
พิสิทธิ์อยู่
west side.
นี่มันขี้งกด้วย
Deny
เท
any
ค
upgrade, yeah.
ใจเอ๋
Cleared. Oh my god.
นี่อ่ะ
Oh my god.
กำลังเพลิน
I don't think that's how you meant to use the outlaw
มีคน
traditionally,
กำ
but
ลังเพลิ
apparently
น
it works very well.
ถือว่าละเอียด
Those
ครับ
are the two
Liquid
curveballs for Giant X.
It just got swept aside so easily. So that's going to be plant, right? This is... It was never meant to be an easy round to win, but it felt there was a couple of chances there, but shot in the back, and now Trex on the prediction. He knows
Liquid
where
มันเล่น
Flickers
โคตร
is as well.
คนน่ารำคาญอ่ะ ทิ้งคนไว้ตรงนู้นตรงนี้แบบ
Sure they
เต็มไปหม
know.
ด
Now two players, lovely on the first, but the numbers there, and Mike, it's 10. We have to become realists at this point. Give me a timeout, please.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm hoping to see here. So again,
ยิงลูกซองเลย
usually
แม่
in
ง
this situation, you'd see a team basically come down to one buy round. The benefit being Gravino
ปิดเสียงเลยนะรับไม่ได้เดินไปยิงอย่างนี้
The sad part to my eyes as well is that Ara's had a really quiet map so far too.
Yeah, he has.
He's not having that same punch that we've seen before, and that's a real shame here. But Operator now here could be a big upswing for him.
RQ ต้องดูเจอกับเฟนัติกแต่ว่า
But very heads up again. They're not letting him really get away with that same work. This time, however, it's Gravino putting up a stand through market, denying the split at least in towards the site. But that's a free cloud to find.
Not necessarily equalise things just yet though. Patstek spotted on the cross. Actually, Rolling Thunder going to get posted here. Should be a good connection on that.
Oh, and there it is, Ara. Took a second, but he got there. 4 standing in a big, necessary round.
Absolutely.
Giant X desperately needed that one.
น่าจะไม่
Positive to see
น่าจะไม่เป๋แล้วคิวรอบเนี้ย
standing as well coming out.
เพราะเวลาน่าจะได้บทเรียนแล้วถ้ามันมาแล้วมันยังเป๋แก้ไม่ได้ก็หนักอยู่อะ
เฮ้ยเขามูอะไรกันอ่ะ
One response found after a string of rounds in favor of Liquid.
ปูนโยมนี่เล่นโคตรดีอ่ะ
And looking good in terms of the ultimates inside of Giant X as well. If they can follow up with a second, they're right back in this.
Pace change. It looks pretty quick, at least for Kiko here, but no, slowed down a little bit, the stun coming in. Sent down the line. Prowler not going to make it deep enough on the corner, so Ara will get a little bit of freedom, not much though. And yeah, you can see it, very diligent again. Liquid trying to identify where this is. Doesn't change their mind.
Camo's still tagged though as well.
Camo got tagged on.
Yeah, down to 5 HP.
Genuinely didn't see it.
Certainly going to keep him in check here.
แต่ไม่พยายามหาเลยอ่ะ
Nats bring around the Rosie with the drone. Wouldn't be anticipated this close yet, but Cloud still wise to it.
The masterminds of the two teams. Who gets the timing?
Oh! He
got both of them!
There's only one true IGL, and it's going to be Nats.
ชูวันนั้นจะโดนจะโดนเทรดแล้วเมื่อกี้ไม่หันมาให้หัวเฉย
for the other side, but now the side looking vulnerable. West side put on a platter. Problems left, right, and
เนี่ย
center.
วันนี้ใช้เป็นอย่างนี้2แมปอะ
ไม่ค่อยได้เล่นเลยป่ะ
ไม่ใช่ว่ายิงสู้ไม่ได้หรือยิงไม่โดนคือลูกเกมมันไม่ได้เล่นอ่ะ
Not going to see them
เก่ง
make
ขนาด
it
ไหน
this. Will
โพ
have
ซิชัน
to
ไม่ได้ก็
concede
เท่านั้นอ่ะ
Liquid's 11th.
โอ้ยนัดบ้า
Again,
จั
you
ด
look
ตร
at
งก
what's
ลาง
left in the bank. Still a decent
ดูเลือดลด
spot
ไป
to be in.
50
Cloud one away from his ult. Horror 2 away. Do have the TP and the neural theft, but on the other side, Liquid, Camo, Trex, and Patitek. So a chance to maybe synergize these. But also, all 5 standing here will give them a buy in hand effectively. Show me Nats' 2 kills again.
Please.
That is just
ทำไมทามมิ่งมันดี
that
จังวะ
was
ไอ้นั่นอะ
lightning fast.
จ่ายตังค์คือทามมิ่ง
It
หม
was
ดเลย
unreal, wasn't it? Just
เห็นปะมันไอ้ข่าวมันแบบเสียจังหวะในการดูกลางไปแค่ไม่กี่วิอ่ะ2-3 วิอ่ะ
sure it's teed
ไม่
up.
เดินเข้ามาจังหวะนั้นงง
Again, it was unfortunate almost for
มัน
Cloud.
คำนวณ
Oh,
หม
this
ด
is
แล้ว
a
ปะ
tag at the start.
ผมว่าไม่ดวงดีเว้ย
Right on the foot.
Yep.
เนี่ยจังหวะเดินเข้ามาคือไอ้ข่าวแบบไม่ได้เช็คพอดี
Oh my god.
And from the other side, you don't get to miss the shot. You just don't get to make mistakes.
That's Cloud on the other side.
Yeah. One
ต้อ
of
งไป
those
รู้ว่ามันมี
mechanically
ข่าวจาก
gifted
เพื่อนบ้าง
players when he gets into that rhythm, but again, that second off, it goes.
เอเนให้ G2 ครับ Liquid Safe เยมปี้ชุดนี้กับชุดนั้นใครโหดกัน
ชุดนี้ดิชุดนี้โคตรโหด
น้องลองดูเอเดต่อเฮ้ยนอนไม่นอนเหรอลืมไปเลยว่าการนอนเป็นยังไงใช่ไหม
Run of rounds. Look at it. It is intimidating.
It's
พี่ลองสิแล้วพี่เล่นจบไปแล้วดิ
certainly going to be staring
นี่เล่นจบไปเมื่อประมาณ6 ปีก่อนมั้ง
Oh yeah.
Alright, still operator in hand. We talk about Cloud being one away from his ultimate, but Liquid come into this certainly with the advantage. Camo providing a lot of value with his ultimates on the Yoru
ไม่
so
ค่อยได้
far.
คิว
Very quick call
โล
from
ซ่า
too off the back of this. Two players top middle trying to make that cross. Are they being manipulated into
Oh
this?
yeah, stacking 4 towards B. Little switch up there at the last moment.
Uncertainty. Liquid being slippery.
See the pings here.
วิ่งกันให้พลาดไปหมด
Towards the spawn
วิ่งกันให้พลาดไปหมดตอนนี้
from Liquid. Maybe anticipating rotation or a deeper position here. Maybe calling for Patty's TP.
Who's next?
Camo get with this. Info on west side.
ผมว่าโยรู้เดี๋ยวมันต้องโดนเนิร์ฟ
Pop
แน่
flash
เลย
off the
ต้อง
back,
ตีมัน
TP in. But
They
there
don't
is a
do
player
it.
on the other side in spawn as well. Don't forget
ผมว่า
that.
เดี๋ยวมันน่าจะ
So it's a bit of a
จำกัด
brawl
วิชั่นไว้
for spawn almost at this point. You're looking to see if Camo can identify the clouds coming, and he is. He's done very well here. Response made from Grubinho though, but it's a back and forth trading affair. Spike still down in main, and that's the main fight here. Grubinho needs this.
ยังไงดี
Chomping at the bit. Grubinho's going to have to go nuclear for this one.
เฮ้ย
Trying to preempt the flash that's probably coming his way. Does turn, but he can't get away from it.
ว่ะ
One round away now. Team Liquid within touching distance of that trophy.
This is just so well orchestrated
ตาม
by
จุดร้อย
Liquid.
เสียชีวิตเก่ง
You see the pings
เฮ้ย
early on, but it's Camo
Thing.
and Patatech to take total control of Giant X's spawn. And like I said, it aligns for them. There's, what, 4 members initially drifting towards B side? Again, in position to potentially counteract that, but
3-0 ครับ
3-0 จริง
มีปาฏิหาริย์หรือเปล่า
Liquid find the timing
ไม่มี
on that set
ห่าง
piece
จัดห่าง
and
เกิน
capitalize.
5 วิน
And it's a pacey beginning. Aura
Maybe.
trying to deny what feels inevitable.
ไม่มีปาฏิหาริย์
Trex all in this. Giant X just say, screw it, we're throwing everything to the wall and see what
ปาฏิหาริย์ก็
sticks.
คือพี่เอ๋ย
The only thing coming out of this alive is Camo. A 1v3
ผ
to
มบอกพี่
close it
เหลือ
now.
คนเดียว
He's been seen.
Yeah, just
เหลือ
spotted
เชื่อ
him.
กับพี่เอ๋ย
He's got another TP.
หลายรอบเลยนะ อย่าให้มีครั้งที่
Ooh, it got
2,000 แล้วนะ
started
พี่เอ๋ย
all, I think.
He's chomping at the bit. He'd love to get Cloud down there, but that
Walid
chance is
ก็คง
gone.
He's still got a minute to play with, so he can still look for a kill.
Let it simmer.
เฮ้ยชัดมาก
Certainly has. Aura a mile away. Flickless. Not close either.
This is an isolation if he goes for it. He's
Ella.
so anxious.
แพ้ละ
Wants a plant, but that gives him
แพ้
time now
แล้ว
to encroach back
ถ้าเมื่อกี้
towards
ไป
the
ต่อ
side.
2-1
Cloud
ได้
now
ได้ลุ้น
closing
อยู่
in.
นี่
Flickless
แพ้ละ
too. Clears out CT. Seen and
Yeah.
found. There was no escaping that one. A bold call from Giant X in that round, and I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah. In the 11th hour.
Yeah.
But best of 5 when you're 2 down. We're not necessarily going to be too bothered about that financially. Yeah, I mean everything but the kitchen sink.
It's
road.
all in there.
Yeah.
I respect them putting everything to a knife edge round like that. Throw it in.
What was this? What was this shit?
Do it again
It's
though.
okay, they wait
Find
for it.
that success again. Continue to try and find the smallest of margins to play amongst. At 12-8, Team Liquid still just need that one round. Giant X have to claw this back. Walk it back. The pace this time much slower.
Side will note some utility at least here. So the trap's unaffected, but paint shell sent in will deal with one of them. Cautious approach here from Liquid. Two inside this smoke though. Patty's so close. Actually, they walk it.
They're making so many brave calls, so many risky calls, but they're not there yet. There's still chance here. Even down to 4, this team scares the life out of me. And up to the test, pops out the chest and holds the line, sends them back on 3. Where do they go now?
Player has
ปฏิหารย์ของพี่เอ๋ย
rest outside. Big Rubinho's in a ton of space here. Liquid needs to go huge here. Could have been Nats once more.
Has the spike from middle. This that felt desperate.
มือไม้อ่อนเฉยเลยโอ้ยอ่อนกันหมดเลย
That wall is looking like Giant X right now. Kiko, a 1v5. Oh, spin on again. Giant X with an in-zone flawless.
รีเวิร์สสวิปอย่างงี้
What did they say during that timeout?
โหนี่ต้องใช้พลังช่วยเลย
Come back like that. Get themselves right back into it. I mean, still 3 rounds separating them, but in total control. Like you said, toying with expectations now, doing the unthinkable in some of these scenarios.
Nice good call, bro. Nice balls, bro.
นี่
Very
ชมแบบ
nice.
นั้น
Have you ever
Second
compliment?
คิดดูนะ แพทของไอเทรคอะก็คือแพทบ็อกซี่รุ่นแรก เมาส์มันก็คือไฟนอลเมาส์รุ่นแรกๆยังมีสายอยู่เลยดูดิ
ติดใจหรือเปล่า
น่าจะเป็นคนแบบไม่มูฟออนป่ะอันนี้
ไม่อยากปรับตัวเดี๋ยวแบบหน้าเครียดๆอย่างนี้ต้องส่งไปอยู่พี่โบ๊ท
ส่งมาอยู่กับเทค
ใครนะ
ส่งมาอยู่กับเทค
ไม่ไปถึงไอ้เทรคเนี่ยส่งไปอยู่พี่โบ๊ทหน้าเครียดๆเนี่ย
ละลายพฤติกรรมหรอ
ให้พี่โบ๊ทโชว์บันเด้าไปที
คิดว่าจะเป็นแบบแคชชี่ได้ไหมแปลงร่าง
เปลี่ยนคนละคน
That's just to get it out of regulation.
ไอ้แคชชี่มันยังมียิ้มบ้างเลยไอ้แต่คือไอ้นี่คือแบบ
Gonna be an easy road against a team like Team
โอ้แคช
Liquid.
ชี่ตัวนี้แบบ
But Kiko off to the races at a
ต
blistering
ลกอะ
pace, down on 15
พูด
HP
ไป
though.
ขำไป
And a swing from the smoke. We knew it was going to be happening. Flickless right there, supporting together. Nice damage, but a 1v3 now. Palitech gets a nice upgrade here, but the spike is not in his hand, and he's being a bit fumbly with it all.
Yeah, doesn't know what to pick.
Spoiled for choice. But you look at the positioning from Grabinho, the checkmate here. That unknown space now becomes almost obvious. Okay, care CT, care elbow wrap. You can see that mind kind of spinning up here. Already Ara checking towards that long walk back on CT.
เจ็บสอง
He's taking his time now,
อัน
letting
ติ
them
เก็บบอ
stew
ม
in this. But
วาง
again,
จบ
Grabinho's position.
Yeah, I don't think
Feels like it's safe.
nobody from Giant X should be moving here with how they're positioned. Smoke to maybe throw a spanner.
ทำไมมันซื้อขาดจังวะไปอยู่ตรงเนี้ย
Will
เพื่อนดูครบ
yeah,
หมดเลย
will isolate Grabinho.
มันไม่คิดว่าจะมาจาก CT ก็ออกมาจาก
Good for the challenge here.
Here we go.
Now it gets a little dicey in terms of
CT มาไม่ได้
the
อีกคน
economy
ดูเอลโบ
overall here for Liquid. Still 2
Gets
rounds.
fun. Yeah.
But look how this purchase will leave them. The pace change not really catching Giant X off guard.
Balls, bro. Good job.
Better the second time round.
They're
Yeah.
loving him. Back and forth. I guess Flickless did walk the smoke for him, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Obviously, Liquid gonna invest only in light shields here, so we'll protect the follow-up purchase here, but Ara
นั่น
dealt
แหละ
with.
จบละเราเนี่ยแหละ
Yeah, Ara's not been having the biggest of games.
Cloud,
What he
don't
could have
wa?
done with him being alive here. The numbers sitting in a 5v4 is far from ideal, but Cloud, it's Flickless with him. These two in unison.
โอเคแนท
In arms.
เหลือเชื่อแนท
Asleep at the wheel.
เฮ้ย
I think he had more time than he did. Bring this back to
แน
a
ทมือไม้อ่อน
victory.
ด้วยเหรอวะ
If
Fabinho survive here? Looks like he potentially can. Paranoia sent, he tries to swing the site, but he's revealed. Lovely work. Camo, Paratech in. I mean, arm in arm at this point. Flickless down. It's all on
ไอ้เทคเอาให้
Westside.
ว่ะ
Now just one kill
จริง
away.
จริงจริง จริงหรือเปล่า
Close to getting us across the line here.
เดินมาปาบวกก่อน1 ทีครับ
Westside, this would be monumental for him. But Liquid fighting tooth and nail for it.
เฮ้ย
Goes
เป็นเรื่อง
astray. The smallest of chances made. And that window, can he continue to keep it open? Can he work towards this? He's being wrapped on now. Oh! One more! It's all he needs! Gun back out! Trex on the other side. Time is ticking.
โอ้โหไอ้เทคมึงเก่งอย่างว่าท่านเนี้ย
เจอแคนการูจ้ำไป
The VC
เกือบสร้างเรื่องนะเมื่อกี้ ไอ้เทคนี่มันทำท่าแคนการูเก่งเนาะจะบ้าตาย 3-0 พูนสวัสดิ์ทำไมทารอนไม่ปิดอย่างนี้ได้บ้างวะพูดแล้วเศร้าอ่ะ นอนดีกว่าครับ เจอกันฝันดีราตรีสวัสดิ์ครับแชททุกคน ฝากกดไลค์ กดแชร์ กด Subscribe นะไม่ต้องแชร์ก็ได้ กดไลค์ กด Subscribe นะครับ ขอบคุณนะครับผม กดกระดิ่ง กดให้หมดครับ อย่ากดดิสไลค์ก็บอกไป เจอกันครับ ฝันดีราตรีสวัสดิ์ครับ ขอตัวไปนอนก่อนไม่ไหวแล้วง่วงมาก ฝันดีครับ เดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงขอดูหน้าไอ้เทคก่อน พี่ว่าไอ้เทคมันดีใจบ้างไหมดูดิ ดูหน้ามันดิ
คิดว่าเฉย
ผมว่าแม่งจะได้แชมป์ปารีสแม่งก็ยังทำหน้าเฉยๆ ดูดิ ปรบมือ หน้าก็ยังเหมือนเดิม เย้ดีใจแล้วเทค นี่คือหน้ามึงดีใจแล้วใช่ไหม
ๆนี่มันรู้ตัวแล้วว่าเงินรางวัลเยอะนะ
หรือมันลืมไปแล้วมันชนะแล้ววะ อ๋อเสยผมซะทิ้ง
100,000 เหรียญเลยนะ
ถือถ้วยกูก็ยังหน้าเดิม ก็ไม่เท่าไหร่ เฮ้ย นี่มียิ้มเล็ก
this team not too long from now.
No.
เฉยๆจริง ครับ ขอบคุณทุกคนนะครับ อยู่เนี่ยตี 2 ขอบคุณ Liquid ด้วยครับที่ทำให้จบไว